compatible with something else, like, you know, different Take 2 has its own shit. Like, that's fucking dumb, because that means I gotta keep both of them and switch
Slide
one
over.
off.
Slide over so people can hear you.
I don't want them to hear me.
Okay.
They don't need to hear me. They hear me every fucking day of my life.
Well, you're assuming that they watch you every day.
I
That's
hope so.
kind of presumptuous.
I hope they do.
Presumptuous is the correct word there, Dan.
Okay. Well, welcome to Dan Talk, where Dan sits down and discusses the important Dan topics of the day. So,
What's a Dan topic?
a Dan topic is Dan topic. Dan topical. It's very, there's a lot of,
Is that up to date right there? That one?
it's up to Dan.
Oh.
Is it? Yeah, I think Jordan looked it
I
up.
looked it up on the thing.
I remember 108 being a thing, and I don't think I was there for 109. So yes, 110 sounds about
You were
right.
there for 109. It was the CT in space.
Oh,
That was the last
that
one.
was the last. CT in space was the last creature talk,
When was that?
Seamus.
Was that when we were in Germany?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys weren't here. Or yeah, no, I think you guys were prepping to go to
Here
Germany.
comes the new mobiles. Give it a little bit of time, damn it!
They can't hear you, James.
They better fucking have heard that.
Put that in the chat.
No, I'm saying
It
the
was
mobile.
so loud it yelled through the mobile app's like encoding process.
No, here comes the you know, why hasn't there been a creature talk in so long? That's what's gonna happen.
Huh? No, I'm just about to.
I was just about to retweet somebody's retweet. I'll retweet your retweet, Seamus.
Creatures, like our creature hub just tweeted it.
Yeah. Creature tlack is black.
What? Hello?
I was just. Tlack isn't the way you pronounce that either. I was saying back, but with an L in it, like tlack. I was rearranging, okay? Or should I said bakak? Creature tlack is blakak.
Bullhack.
Blakak. There you go. Why hasn't been CT in so long? There we go. All right, welcome to Tweeting Talk, where we all retweet the tweet that says we're live.
I'm gonna retweet too.
We are.
Oh, you're retweeting too.
Waiting for that.
We're gonna get double the viewers if you retweet too,
Yeah,
Seamus. You
that's
better.
how that works.
We're gonna hit capacity.
Every tweet I retweet.
We're gonna hit
multiplies
stream
it.
capacity, Seamus.
We only have 30,000 slots, so.
I mean, there's.
Oh.
Oh, George Clooney got married. Interesting.
Again?
Again? I don't think he's ever been married.
That won't last.
He's notoriously a bachelor. Him and some supermodel. Amal Alamuddin is her name. Amal
Some random super.
Alamuddin, yeah. I'm pretty. Well, I mean, he's dated models, so I don't know if she is a supermodel, but
Here we go. Got a quote here. You know what I could do, actually? I can make it so that way it's like your tweet never existed. And I just delete your name on it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like I tweeted it.
but if people click on it, I think it might show his. No, I don't think it will.
Look at it, I just tweeted it.
Wow.
James, I can't look at it if I don't follow you.
We are live.
I am.
Such a scumbag.
There you go. People are tweeting at me the
Now
link. I could just
don't
retweet random
even
people.
Have any kind of exposure from James's fans?
Well, no.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Wait a minute, we're being threatened here. Did you see this?
No.
What?
Kevin has threatened you. You said starting CT. He says not if I could help it.
Kevin.
Then he also follows up and says, hold on, where was it? He said, you thought
Oh, I
swatting was bad, prepared to get National Guarded.
Oh, Kevin.
What the hell? Why would
Bitch.
Man, Kevin's getting a little racy
Kevin.
here.
Wow.
Can he actually call the National
I mean, I
Guard?
said creature tlack is black, but he's going a whole different ball game here.
Guarded.
Kevin.
Your tweet isn't showing up for me, James.
Oh, it's there.
It's there.
I don't know why it's not
It's
refreshing. Hold
almost
on.
as if mine never existed.
It's almost as if his never existed for me.
GP's dead jersey.
Yeah, that's all, oh, that's his jersey.
Did I unfollow you or something? Like what happened? I'm very confused.
It has a bunch of like hairs on it.
Still
Uber
poop on the back of it.
Haxer. Yeah, I am following you. Why isn't it popping up?
Oh man, wow, that's a nice empty chair there.
I'm glad that there's a...
Oh yeah, I'm
nice-
sitting over here. I probably should sit there now.
You can sit
That's
where
fine.
you want, Daniel.
I'm pretty sure Alex could be on Creature Talk if he just yells. We'll be able to hear him through the wall.
Through the wall.
Put a mic up there.
George Clooney was married till 93, Dan.
Okay.
Oh, get wrecked.
I'm sure he learned his lesson. And then is now married again because he didn't marry for the longest time. It was always like he was infamously a bastard.
Welcome back, Seamus.
I don't know.
Welcome back,
I meant to say
Seamus.
bachelor, but
Where'd
it's a
I go?
bastard.
I don't know. Where did you go? You were in the last Creature
Yeah,
Talk,
I was on
weren't
the
you?
last Creature Talk, wasn't I?
Should it be welcome back, James and Jordan?
I got a message on Tumblr that said, why hasn't
been a
Seamus been in
while.
videos recently? I think you've still been. You were in the stream for the MLG thing, and you
Yeah,
did
I've
things.
been 2 MLG things, and then we record some
But
stuff.
that's not on the channel, so you've pretty much left the group at this point, Seamus.
All right.
Oh, there goes Seamus.
Also, people have been saying about how we've been switching between calling you James and Nova. I think so.
Have
People
we?
are like,
Who
Nova
calls
left
him
the group.
Nova?
Yeah, who calls him Nova?
No,
No, that's
in
that-
titles and stuff like
That's
that.
that fucking
Oh.
running joke bullshit from like 100
Yeah.
where people still do that. Like, because
Okay.
there was someone that was like, "What is Jordan doing in a video? I thought he got arrested." And they're like,
Do people
yeah,
not know
Kuchar
that?
got arrested, but thank God Jordan is here," or something like that. So now it's like same fucking thing where it's like
Coocher?
Coocher.
So Nova and
Kuchar
Kuchar
for
got
creature.
arrested, or they're gone, and James
Nova
and
retired
Jordan
and
are still,
Coocher got arrested.
Here's the true top line. Somebody said, "Is Dan's hairline receding?" Didn't. The latest Creature
This
Talk.
is the best, like, fucking. Thank you, everyone. I mean, it's everybody wanted Creature Talk so badly for weeks upon weeks, and this is what we fucking returned to. Is your hairline receding?
I think we should go into an in-depth conversation of how you can tell if Dan's hairline is
I can go grab a
receding
picture
and
of
if
me.
it truly is.
I can go grab a picture of me when I was 8 or 9.
I got an idea.
And we can compare it.
We
Yeah.
take a Sharpie, we draw it on your head. Wait
Uh-huh.
a few months. We'll see if there's any more skin.
This is January 2014.
No,
It's like a growth chart for kids.
I'll go
on
and get a
wall.
tattoo of it, and so it'll always. I can do my progressively receding hairline where it's like this is where it used to be.
Are those wrinkles or are those lines?
Man, when I was 25, that was a good year. Now I'm 30. It's
It
up
used
here.
to be pretty round. It used to be pretty round back in the
God
day,
damn
but it's going backwards. I should have been bald by now. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, you got a beard. Like you can still
That's
you can
true.
go bald and have a beard, and they'll be
I
like,
can
oh,
do
okay.
a beard over.
Like if I go bald, I'm fucked. What do I do if I go bald? I've got nothing.
Seamus,
I
you
got
have,
no facial
There's
hair.
surgery.
You have your looks.
There's surgery to fix
What
that.
Yeah,
looks?
get some fake stuff put in.
How about before you go bald?
hair
Maybe a
transplant?
famous person. A famous
graft
person's
your
in
hair onto
yeah.
your face.
what's
I could
that?
do
What's
that.
the name of that institution that has like
Bosley.
Bosley, that's what it was. You could join Bosley.
I need to go talk to them.
Seamus, I think you'll be fine. You have the long
I hope
locks.
so. I mean, my
You're stepping in
grandfather.
court, assholes.
My grandfather had pretty thick hair up until he
Close to the
passed
end.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't want to be too depressing, but he had thick hair.
Well, Alex isn't here, so now's our chance to brighten up Creature Talk.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yes.
Where it doesn't he doesn't bring up a really
Everyone
depressing
loved
topic.
his
No,
hair,
we've
though.
already talked about your receding fucking hairline.
Is that depressing?
A little bit.
Hey, I'm
depressing.
turning 25 tomorrow. You guys are gonna send me into a midlife crisis right
You're
now.
in your 20s.
Anyone
yeah.
have any gray hairs yet?
I have
Yeah.
gray hairs.
Gray hairs?
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
couple of mine.
You see my
Some
hair?
gray hairs? I mean, that's blonde, but
There was one when I was really like
don't
when I
think
was
I
in
had
like
any
high
grays.
school. I remember I had one in my beard, but like it's gone now. I don't know what it was.
Some
like,
stress
it-
that week.
Yeah, just maybe that
Ruined
that
gray and
specific time period. It must have just really fucked with me, and then one just came out of my beard, and I was just like, what the fuck? There was this kid like throughout school who always had like a patch of it. You know, like one of those kids that's just kind of like it's there.
Prematurely
Oh, yeah.
gray.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like those hairs are like unusually, like they're not like the other hair. Like if your hair's curly, for whatever reason, those gray hairs are fucking straight. And it just really looks odd. Like I can't help but looking at it or trying to pull at it or
You just like try to
trying
pull
to
it
get
out.
it out of there. Like maybe just dyeing it or something. Just do something with that.
Don't they have beard dye now that you can?
Yeah,
It-
well,
it-
yeah.
you may change the color,
cuts
but
it
it would
gray.
never
I didn't
change the
even use it.
consistency.
I used actual like fucking dye on mine. Like,
you know,
could
they
use
actually
that.
have stuff called touch of gray.
I want touch of
because
gray.
Oh, yes.
Some of the middle-aged gentlemen like to show that they have, experience,
Yeah.
and showing a little bit of gray is
Can I
sometimes
use that?
a good thing.
I wanna use that now.
You can actually see it in my, because I've only shaved, I've shaved once since the
You
dyeing.
dyed it?
The tips of mine are it's still blonde. The
So
tips of
like
my
the
beard.
ends of your hair.
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Got
If you look
singed.
real close, it's like everywhere around here is like there's tips of blonde. It's like really really tiny. In case I ever want to dye it back again.
Just in case.
You'll still have a little bit of that color in it.
Oh,
Did you
God.
guys ever have the kind of people in high school that wore suits and everything and had like a briefcase walking around?
Like one.
For no reason. Not
like
like
one.
they were part of a club.
I
or
think
anything.
my variation
I had one
were-
guy like that
Yeah,
too.
there's just one guy.
I was
People
just
that wear
curious about that.
trench coats like that.
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of,
That
yeah.
was pretty.
I saw some
Never a
trench coats.
suit though. Like that.
Yeah.
That's
Trench coats
kinda-
were not allowed at my schools
Oh, really?
for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that would make
Well,
sense. Well, you were in Boston, right?
Yeah.
At that point.
Boston.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
that?
Boston.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you know, they did a whole presentation where they brought in all the parents and they brought in a seemingly harmless teenager. Just a, baggy jeans, baggy,
With a
like-
trench coat?
It wasn't a trench coat, but it was a baggy like sweatshirt that like pullover or something like that.
Okay.
He's like, look at this kid. He's harmless, right, parents? And they're like, yeah, he's harmless. Pulls out a sawed-off shotgun. Pulls out like 5 handguns. He's like, you see, parents, you can't be wearing baggy clothes.
Discriminate against everyone with baggy
They did
clothes.
this in your school. They had like a model of a sawed-off shotgun. Just
No,
Then
no,
they bring
there's
out a naked guy, and he's like, seemingly harmless, right? Sawed-off shotgun.
Out of his asshole.
Why do they even buy like a fucking model of a sawed-off shotgun like the show?
I
that?
don't know.
It was probably a real one that was loaded,
Like, what the
knowing
fuck?
the school systems.
You said he pulled out a sawed-off and 5 pistols.
It was
5
sawed off
pistols.
and some other kind of weapons. I'm not really sure what it was.
What
He had
kind
like
of
a
weapons?
medieval battle axe he pulls
okay,
out.
they were
and-
just weapons. I wasn't there. It was
nice
something-
morning
it was
star
something they
swings
did
at
for
her.
the
Some ninja
parents.
stars.
Yeah, ninja
Could have
stars.
been anything. Anyway, that's why my school didn't have any kind of like we couldn't wear hooded sweatshirts. We couldn't wear like any kind of like it was pretty strict.
Huh.
Goddamn.
It sucked.
That's interesting. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's moving over.
Coming over. Although we don't.
I thought you were just pushing him away.
He's
like
making the move.
the shadow
I'm now
of
double
Alex.
Oh
microphoned.
man. Well,
This could work
That's
out.
got to sound great.
Double microphone. What would a double microphone sound like, Jordan?
no
Same.
different.
Am I
Maybe a little
surround
louder.
sound?
Maybe a little bit louder.
Surround sound. I'm just gonna unplug this. Everybody be prepared.
Oh, Daniel.
What does it do? Make
I
a
need some,
noise?
like,
It
okay.
has a crack to it.
All right.
Well, now we've gotten that out of the way.
Well,
Literally.
did you even what's today and all that jazz?
Today's obviously sponsored
you
image
didn't
by
even-
Black
I don't
Image.
even know. I've
Sponsored
lost
by
count.
Black
I think
Holes.
it's the 27th of September.
My birthday's
Don't
tomorrow,
we have, don't we
28th.
have a sponsor? We should have a sponsor. Like, hold on. We do have a sponsor.
We do out in the other room.
Exactly.
Grab me one too.
No.
Come on.
I know what he's going
Yeah.
for. I thought about it.
Let's see. We have so yeah, it's the 27th. Dan's birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
First Creech Talk in a month.
Couple weeks at least. Been a little bit.
Because
been a little
Germany
bit.
was the end
Several
of last
weeks.
week. So yeah, it's at least a month. It's been at least a good month. So welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you're all
First stream on
enjoying-
Twitch in weeks.
First stream on Twitch in a long time. Yeah. Haven't been doing streams very much.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of been without a streaming computer. Which is why we don't have the watermarks or anything for this. Oh. Put that right here.
No, right here. Why would you put that on the table? You could put it right there.
Yeah, it could have gone right there.
I mean, I can't really see all
These
of
are
it right
easily
there.
reachable though. It's like-
Now
we
I have
go.
a question.
Yes.
Are we sponsored by Slim Jim?
No.
Well, they sure are getting a great product placement right now.
Great product placement because the people over at like some kind of food thing that represents
Kind
Slim
of
Jim.
food thing.
ConAgra.
ConAgra
The people who
Foods.
do like make these.
Yeah, the people that kind of make up the promotional things for Slim Jim and a bunch of other food companies. They emailed us was like, hey. You want a bunch of Slim Jims? And I was like, all right, we darn sure do want a
This
bunch of
isn't
Slim
even the
Jims.
only one. There's
And
like 3 more out
There's
there.
at least 3 or 4 more big cases of it out
They had
there.
to
These are good till next year too.
And I think
When
I think
next year?
In total,
April.
Spencer
Nice.
Spencer said that the case held 28 pounds of Slim Jims.
My God,
So
what?
if these are all 0.97 ounces, how many ounces in a pound, Seamus?
I think it's 16.
16, so that's 16 per pound.
Yeah, here,
22,
wait, put
28
it-
I'll
times
put it in the
16.
front. Real quick.
in the
I don't know.
front.
That's too much.
That's a lot of math right there, but that's a darn sure lot of Slim Jims.
Yeah, see, you can't really like. It would look better in the back, I think.
It's like at the forefront.
No Dan, no Seamus. No Dan.
Hey, flip
back
that.
there.
Flip that towards
I
my
think
way, and
that
I'll
would
duck
be
out.
best.
See if you can find something to kind of prop it on.
Well, we got guess who?
Oh shit.
Put it on Alex's chair.
Oh, Jordan.
Chair.
There's too much in here. Oh, Jordan! Oh, Jordan! right. Fucking thief.
Well, now I've become the display case. So, what happened to Seamus?
I know. I think he was done. He left. He quit.
He's probably done at this point.
What are you doing hogging all of them? Put those away.
I'm the display now.
Alright.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got wrecked there. Hey, you can continue talking while I go and put these away.
Well, did you introduce what time it was or what day it was?
Yep.
What time it was?
We haven't even done the intro, but I guess we don't have the stuff for it, so.
Nope. What's the catchphrase for these? Snap into a Slim Jim?
Slim Jim, Slim Jim.
It was eat me, like for a while. It was like eat me.
Yeah, no, it was after. Snap into a Slim Jim. Eat me.
Yeah, there you go. I guess
That's
there's
how it
one
would go.
whole thing there. There you go.
Are you trying to compete with Seamus's dumping on his head thing? From for the one time that Slim Jim actually did sponsor us.
Jesus.
Is it ironic that we've been sponsored by Slim Jim once, and then since then, like, Slim Jim contacted us randomly separately and was like, "Hey, we'll send you some stuff."
You're good right there.
It's ironic.
We're basically making a doomsday prepper like kind of dungeon in
Well, you
here.
said
Except for this only lasts till April, so hopefully Doomsday happens before
I
them.
mean, if there's a crisis within the next year, we're good.
Within the next 7
It
months.
smells.
Oh, there's so many Slim Jims.
They're so stinky.
It does. The lobby now kind of smells of Slim Jim. So.
Oh man, that's
This episode of Creature Talk brought to you by Slim Jim.
where
Not
we
really,
get-
but
we get zero fucking sponsorships out of this. But we do have a display. And that's what matters.
Including the Walking Dead one where we could meet the cat.
Yeah. How much do you think?
how
that,
many? We have so many opportunities now.
How much do you think that cardboard cutout costs?
Well, like market value or material value?
Both.
About 50 cents.
50 cents.
50 cents market value.
right here.
50 cents. You
We
can
got
build one.
50
Material.
cents.
Market value probably $500. That's probably what they pay. Why are you guys not talking?
Well,
I don't
anyway,
know what
so we had the opportunity to.
I don't know which thing we go to here. I don't know which.
Do we want to
topic.
start topics? Oh, I had one I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember now. Oh, no, this isn't really so much a topic that's on the list, but along with the return of Creature Talk, we're also going to have the return of movie nights happening, hopefully tomorrow, depending on whether I can get it done before I leave. But we have a Sin City movie night, in which I think James made the biggest stretch he has ever done in his acting career up to this
Probably
point.
one of my most fucking delicate performances. Probably one of my most cherished characters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
I think it's going to be an instant classic. I can't wait for YouTube commenters to take a screen cap from it and become that character in our comment section.
Doesn't even have a name.
That's what I was trying to think of what it would be earlier, but it's out there. He doesn't. I mean, he transcends so many different lines that have been laid across.
Jesus.
So I mean, it's gonna be great.
Make sure to grab your
Better than Professor Xavier. That I think it gives Professor X a run for his money. in sheer preposterousness, also in subtlety, because you played it very subtle.
I did.
So
You wouldn't. I mean, I can't talk about it without spoiling.
yeah. So we don't want to spoil it, but it's also the first movie night with Kevin. Dex returns in there as well. So it was Dex, Kevin, Alex, James.
My target days right here.
Pretty good. He's stalking. Make sure that's fronted. You're not fronting them. They're all upside down and like.
Excuse me, sir.
What are you buy doing? Or do you want a job?
They're all upside down.
Seamus.
There.
How's that?
That's why I don't work at Target anymore.
Yeah.
I
Your sunny
actually
disposition.
I seen a guy the other day. There was the spirits are opening up now. So
Yeah,
it's
Spirit
right
stores.
around the corner.
There's one. Yeah, real cool.
There's one by the mall, and I went in there to see what they had. They don't have anything like in terms of my taste. I like mascot outfits. Full on body
Those
costumes.
are too expensive.
they have like they had some of the goofier stuff that we got at the one live stream where the Captain Sperm and all that
Yeah,
shit. Like they had
Whipped
those.
cream.
Yeah, all those were there. But there was this guy, fucking really skinny dude. He's all tattooed up. He was looking at Spartan stuff. He's in the Spartan section.
King Leonidas.
So he got some of those, Leonidas helmets, and he was fucking with them, putting them on, like showing his chick, like, oh, yeah, Spartan, blah, blah, and then he puts it back in the wrong spot. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Fucking
Hate that.
employee comes over, says, really loud too, so the entire store can hear him. Are you fucking serious? And I look over, I'm like, what's happening now? Like, because I walked in and I got to see a scene break down between two other employees where I only heard a little snippet of the conversation where person A is talking to person B and saying, well, if you just don't want the damn job, give it to someone who does. Just quit. What's happening at this store?
Yeah, what is going on there?
It's horrible.
So he goes up, yells about the fucking helmet, doesn't just put it back, but puts it back kind of how you did, where it was like, starts like jamming it in there, like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, and the guy's standing right next to him. Like, the guy that took the helmet in the first place is standing right next to him, just like watching it. And he's not making eye contact with him. He's literally eyes on the fucking helmet, just smashing it into the fucking spot. And then he just walks away. Then I seen him later on, like he was just like maybe like a minute later, and he was just kind of in the corner smiling, like to himself, like just like. I don't know.
That
Guy sounds deranged.
great.
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
his store.
Those like seasonal jobs, I guess, that are out there.
They're
It's
they're really like because you got to think about it. There's these companies, Spirit, other Halloween stores.
Yeah.
They rent out a space for like 2 months.
Yeah, there used to be
they
like a
probably
Kohl's
spend
there
a
or
lot of
something.
money. They probably spend a lot of money to rent these spots out. They have to hire short-term employees, and they're probably edgy every second of the day because they need to make back all the money that they spent hiring and then rent for that. Otherwise, it's just a massive waste.
Yep. Also paying for licenses for costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like
I don't think any of that happens.
it seems
though.
like none of them.
I really don't think any of that happens.
Well, then you would
I
think they would
just
have-
buy off the costume black market, get the best deals they can, and run with it.
I just don't. I just don't know like what they wanted to like. It seems like nobody wanted to work there. Like I don't even know like why they would fucking sign up for the seasonal
Would
job.
you wanna
They just
work
need
there?
money. They just need money.
It's a seasonal job, like, and you're just fucking working a goddamn Halloween shop. What do you need to do there? You don't do it. You fucking.
James, would
What do
you
you
want to
do?
work there?
I'm just asking, what would you do there? No, I wouldn't fucking.
That store's
wanna
probably
work there.
horrible when like parents bring their kids, they try on all the costumes, and there's just shit everywhere, and
I
you
mean,
gotta clean all that crap
it's
up.
10
and-
times worse than what you'd experience at like working at like American Eagle or one of those closed stores in the mall. Because people go in there, taking them off the racks, probably Target too, where
Listen,
they throw them on there.
As one of those
Yeah.
people,
Imagine it with a bunch of
as one of those
kids.
people that take things off the shelf and don't put them in the correct spot.
You
I
dodged the
can
bullet
tell
then.
you that it's not as damaging as you'd think.
Imagine
okay?
you times 20 though in an hour.
No.
And
20
then the
per
next
hour.
hour, 20 more after you clean it
And
up.
as it gets closer to Halloween, now there's 30 and
Now there's
40 and 50 Jameses in that
60
store.
an hour. Just James is going through
I
taking
don't
stuff
know,
off
I-
the rack.
If they ask
man.
nicely, I would put it back.
Like, sir, can you put
But
that
if
back
I'm in a
there?
rush and I'm going towards the register and
You
I'm
throw
like,
that shit across the store. And
I'm not really feeling this right now, and I just put it right down wherever however close I am. You know.
So you're the reason these people are so edgy. People like you. People like you that just make their lives
Hey,
miserable.
Okay, well, put it this way: if those people weren't doing that, then what would their job be? What would they be doing?
rocket scientist.
No, but like, what
Yes.
in the store, the
Oh,
same job,
oh.
what would they be doing?
Cashier.
The cashiers get up and do the restacking and all
They
that.
probably
They
do.
sometimes,
They probably
yeah.
do probably a lot, like everything. They probably just go there and it's like, okay, you're just here to help the head guy.
Yeah, for that it's probably like they're just trained to be like a cashier to like they're probably trained to do like pretty much everything in the store. Because even at Target, like even though we had our different departments, like people would still be trained for other departments.
Yeah.
So like someone in the back could still go up and cashier.
Yep.
So it's probably still.
So
be
what if
like
they just
that.
had like 5 cashiers and like just 4 of them were out doing stocking and shit, stacking, whatever the fuck.
And they see the line
And
get
one of
long.
them is on the cashier, but like say the other 4 don't have anything to do because no one's fucking up the clothes. Like,
Walking around doing absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
so they're getting paid to do nothing.
It happens
Now, does
sometimes.
that feel right?
I
Do you
don't know.
feel right?
You ask them
Do
if
you
they
feel
feel right.
right?
You
They
go
probably
up
make
to-
like
how about-
$8.
I want to see James go up in a store and ask somebody, "Do you feel right about just standing here doing absolutely nothing when you could be
You
doing
have to-
something?" And then he
they'll
goes,
say they'll
"I'm the
fine with
reason.
it.
I'm the reason that I can give you work because
They're
you know what I
fine
do?
with
I
it.
drop things.
They're
I
fine
throw
with
stuff."
it. They get paid to do nothing if you don't make them do something.
So you're saying that you're the answer to
I'm
their
saying
problems.
in a weird way, I help make the world turn.
No, you're the equalizer.
I pretty much make it so that way the world is on an equal balance. So it keeps moving.
He is the
These
centrifugal
people-
force.
These
Us,
people need
yes.
to do. It's just like my
It's
penny
like
thing
an
with the
ecosystem.
waiters and stuff.
It's like an ecosystem.
If you
correct?
never penny tip a waiter, they will forever think they're doing a good job. And you have to give them a fucking reality check and sometimes put them out, with a penny. Right? Keeps the world turning, right? Keeps everything equal balance.
just like
you can't argue it.
I know. I'm saying like there's not. I say that there is some truth to it because people get lazy, and
Yeah.
then you need to put them back in their place by being just as
You
much
don't want someone
of a
working at the
moron
mall,
to
working at
balance it.
Kohl's, just standing around, hanging around their department, and not doing anything. So I come in and I fucking grab a few pieces of clothes and put it somewhere else where it doesn't need to go, and they got something
For
to
the
do
good
now.
of mankind.
So they just earn their
It's
money.
just like an ecosystem, or what's a food chain?
Yeah.
where, you got different things, and if you were to disappear, everyone would just be wandering around stores doing
They
absolutely
wouldn't be
nothing,
doing anything.
getting
There'd
paid,
be one
soaking
guy,
money.
one of the 5 would be,
and
on
then the
task
others would
doing the
lose their job because there isn't any work for them.
Yeah,
to do.
so
They're
I'm
the
pretty much
gazelles
creating
and
jobs.
James is the lion in that circle of
I'm
life.
creating
More like
jobs.
he's the elephant and they're the dung beetles.
Okay,
dung beetle.
dung beetles.
Yeah.
Cool.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Let's get to
course.
topics.
I'm just saying that the guy he's understandably very upset in this fucking place, but at the same time, what would he have been doing otherwise at the time? Just smiling in the fucking corner like a goofball.
Not getting pissed.
Don't know what the fuck he was going for.
Why don't you go up and ask him? Be like, what else should you be doing? Are you complaining about what you're doing right now? There's people out there with no jobs. And you're
Yeah.
sitting here complaining about
Yeah.
some guy putting a helmet in the wrong place.
Exactly. And he wouldn't be able to say shit to that. What would he say? Like, I could be fucking what? Smiling in the corner like a goof.
He'd deck you.
He would deck you.
Well,
He seems like he's got a short fuse anyway. Got really
If that
mad.
set his fuse off, there's no way that
One guy moving one
well,
item in
then
the
he
wrong
would get
spot.
fucking fired, and then what would we be doing?
go to another Halloween store.
But then you'd be creating jobs in the prison for when he assaults you and goes to prison.
Still create jobs somewhere.
You're creating guard jobs in the prison now.
Jobs are getting made somewhere.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
we have a great economy.
James
I'll
is
tell you
building
what.
the economy back up single-handedly. I
Think about that next time you pick up a pair of jeans, and then once you get to the register, you're like, I don't really want these anymore, and you feel like
Stuff them with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
you may not want to walk like fucking 2 departments back to get to the jeans again.
That's part of what your well-earned money is going towards, is paying these people to be able to do the job that you are too lazy to do.
Yeah, taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great
So
story.
topics.
Great story, James.
Thank you.
Great story. So let's go to topics. So, new thing popped up. I'm going to the top of the list, by the way. New thing popped up. Steam did a random out-of-nowhere update.
I like it.
seemingly. Completely
Steam.
overhauled the store part of Steam.
I like that.
And it looks really nice.
I think it looks a lot better.
very blue.
When was this?
A few days ago.
Okay.
I knew something was up when my icon changed randomly.
Well,
Like
I
a
knew
little
the
blue
icon
circle.
changed like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the main Steam update was done a few
But there
weeks
was a
ago,
store
but the whole
one.
storefront update was a few days ago where it just completely overhauled
I think
the
it
way
looks
the
good.
store looks, and it looks
I was
really
getting
nice.
recommended things. Is
They
that
do-
part of the
they-
update?
Yeah, part
Okay.
of the big part of this update is really catering to being able to show you different games that you're going to like on the Steam.
The one
store.
So
thing
it's
I
going
don't-
like Netflix now, where
The
it's
one
like
thing-
yeah,
recommended.
It's iffy
title.
where it's like, because if you do stuff that's not necessarily like good, like if you're doing a goofy ass fucking indie game for the sake of doing a goofy ass indie game, and then you get more shit coming up as recommended.
Throwing off
You
your.
hit the thing
You
and
get
said,
no-
I'm not interested.
I got a lot of free to play stuff now
in,
for some reason.
So I get to filter everything
It
out.
packs
like,
it in the algorithm.
Brink suddenly pops up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw Seamus got Brink.
Not
recommended.
interested. Not interested at all.
Not interested. We're
what
playing
it
it
is.
right now.
You just said recommended.
Oh,
Seamus,
God.
and it would-
Then
But
I
it
would have
took-
given more sales.
It like took a couple chunks of the new releases. Like usually that whole ticker would be all new releases, and now like I have to go through fucking like all new releases because even on the new releases tab it just shows popular new releases, so
Yeah.
it doesn't even show all of the new releases now. So you got to go like under the bottom thing to see every new thing that came out because a game might come out and it might not gather enough fucking traction to become popular, so it doesn't fucking show on the front page. It's just a little bit like a one more step to fucking find like new releases, but I guess it's
Hey,
better for people that are.
It's more for the casual.
When you have like fucking 400, 500 games in your goddamn Steam collection, what is it gonna base those recommendations off of?
The tags, all of the tags. Remember the tags? They implemented that. That's what they're using right now. That and friend recommendations and other people recommendations.
I never
You're
recommended a game
"Wow,
for
this
anybody."
person
I've only done
has,
GTA 4
This
is the
person
only
has a
game I've
lot of
recommended.
hours on Counter-Strike and TF2. Maybe we'll recommend people that have Counter-Strike to TF2 as well because this person likes it.
I've recommended one game which was for the fucking potato thing. Remember that? The potato
Potato
race thing where you find the potatoes in the games? You don't remember that?
I remember that.
The summer.
It was in
Portal
like
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
potato,
thing,
like it was in like a
Yeah.
it was in like a safe or something in Killing Floor. Like you
Yeah,
would
I
fucking have
remember
to
that.
like do
Yeah,
a
it was like
certain
the
thing.
Portal 2, like
yeah,
keys
yeah,
and stuff.
The potatoes, like that. There was like an achievement or something to recommend, and I think that's the only time I fucking.
I think
did
I
it.
recommended Killing Floor or something stupid. I can't remember. It's only like one game.
Yeah, you get an achievement for it.
Yeah.
It
They
gives
give you
it
something
boosts
for
your
it.
profile.
Yeah,
up
there's a
little
whole
bit.
bunch of like Steam achievements, and I'm sure a lot of it's gonna be added to this. Another thing that was
Probably.
added to it to further help people decide whether games are good or not, because of this whole breakdown of the gaming news site like review system over the past few weeks, is they added the curators.
Yeah.
So people in the community that actually have good opinions, or some that don't. I don't know.
No, there's some on there
I'm
that
sure
are
there's-
complete jokes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty that are complete jokes. Like you
Yeah.
were telling me about the "this isn't postal."
Yeah, the postal one where it's just like you go under and it's just pretty much, is this game postal? No, it's not postal.
Yeah.
And the good one out of that was like Portal. Is Portal postal? No, it's not. Stop confusing the two.
Yeah.
Because they're literally right next to each other on the Steam
So
list.
there are joke stuff like that, but there are a good amount of like things that are listed for people that actually like to review them and tell them what their actual opinions are. So if you know somebody that you like on there, you can always go in there and see what they think of them. So it's just like a whole review system, and they can recommend their games and whatnot, and it's kind of a
Whatnot.
cool
It's
idea.
all right. I mean, yeah, it's all right, but I think it's
It'll
kind
need
of like
some perfecting.
it's kind of weird to like have a like obviously if you fucking are looking for IGN, I don't know why you would, but you're looking for IGN's picks. Like, why would someone go on Steam, and instead of just going on fucking IGN.com?
I guess it's like, I don't know.
They're trying to keep everyone on Steam.
Yeah, they're trying to keep everyone on Steam. Because if you open up Steam, you can just find it all there. Then
What's the point?
Keep
of
it all
leaving
in
Steam?
house.
That's
Well, it's
true.
like they always had the Metacritic ratings on there as well.
Yeah.
That
They're
always
gonna put
helped.
everybody out of business.
They will.
Everybody.
They're working on it.
They're gonna be
working
the
on
new
their
Google.
monopoly.
So every site that reviews games will be losing hits because of Steam.
quite possibly, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
You would be.
I darn sure am. Because if we can go to Creech Talk, we can go for Creech Talk topics on Steam instead of IGN.
Yeah.
Just see what's the most highly rated,
Yeah,
or
highly
something.
rated games
or
and stuff.
lower rated, like shit like that. That would be pretty good.
Pretty good. But yeah, so a cool little addition to Steam. Them adding more and more stuff just to, further influence the PC Master Race. It's always great to see, Lord Gaben.
You say that while you wear an Xbox shirt like every other day. I've seen you wear that Xbox shirt like 3 times.
It's a free shirt.
It is a free shirt.
It's a free shirt.
Yeah,
That's a
don't-
free
don't-
shirt right
don't-
there.
It's a free shirt too. People actually figured out what this means. I've been wearing it for the past year and a half.
We've been wearing those
We've
shirts.
been wearing these everywhere, and then finally in recent videos, they're like, "Oh, FWC, Kucha, Destiny."
Because Destiny's just like
we
out
got,
now.
we got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shirt like 2 years
So,
ago at
no one had
E3.
any idea what it was before
Yeah.
then, because it doesn't that's about the only Destiny
Well,
reference.
Seamus
right
got
there.
that shirt like 5 years ago, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's his classic.
My classic
shirt.
Slurm.
Oh,
Going with
man.
retro here today.
I had the
Retro.
Jimmy John's lady be like, "Oh, I like your shirt for me."
Did you like your shirt, your Heisenberg shirt?
Yeah, it's my Heisenberg shirt. You know what that's from, James?
Breaking Bad's done and over with. It's
Dexter.
It's done and over.
It's done and over with.
But yeah,
You know, Gus was in Assault on Arkham.
Yes. I think.
He was Black Spider.
Did not know that.
Dan, that's the second time you've said black today. I don't know what's your problem. It's number 2.
I think it's kind of a racist name because he's Black Spider and he's a black character.
Wow. I don't know what's going on in the world today, but anyway.
It's not like Batman's white Batman.
Speaking of my shirt,
Speaking of Jordan's shirt.
Destiny.
Uh-huh.
Destiny.
What
Have you
about
played it?
Destiny?
It's a game that just came out. I don't know if you heard of it.
Have you played it?
Like
No.
3 weeks
So you got the
ago.
shirt 2 years ago,
I
haven't played the
never
game
touched-
when
I
it
haven't
released.
played the alpha. I haven't played the beta. I never played the full game. I haven't touched it yet. So
I want to.
You weren't in the first 5?
No, I wasn't here. So I never got to play it at all.
First 5.
And, yeah. So Seamus, I'm assuming you're the one that's played it the most out of everyone.
Has anyone played it besides me?
I have not played
Like I
it.
said, I played it a little bit,
But you
I'm
didn't get out of,
still-
like, alpha
I'm
and
still
beta.
in the beta missions, so like, and I don't really give a fuck to go back and like get past it because I feel like I'm just fucking grinding through it.
Yeah, I probably played like 6 or 8 hours, like with all my stuff combined. I haven't uploaded all of it, but I probably played like a good chunk, and like it's pretty good, but it gets really repetitive because you have to go through the same areas, like for these
A lot
different
of
missions.
backtracking.
Like, yeah, they have like these certain areas where it's like, okay, you're on the Earth now in like old Russia or whatever, and then you go to the moon, and then you go somewhere else. But like once you get the new area, it's like, okay, it's a new area. But like every time you drop down, it seems like you drop down in pretty much the same spot. And sometimes you have to go through like the same area. Like you'll do a mission and then you do another mission, and this time you have to go through that same area you went through in the
like
last mission.
overlaps, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then in this mission you get to go a little bit further than the other mission.
Yeah.
But you still have to
Like
go
gives
through
you,
like
gives you an inch each time.
yeah,
like,
it gives you
kinda
an
thing.
inch like each time. You gotta like keep going back and doing it.
I
like,
also heard they removed Peter Dinklage's fucking moon wizard line.
it's a wizard from the
Must have
moon.
been a wizard from the moon.
They removed it.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that. I don't remember hearing that at all. That was like the worst line I'd heard in the
They
beta.
removed it.
Must be a
It was
wizard
such a
from the
weird
moon.
line. Like,
It was a weird line.
It's like, man, that was bad.
I'm sure
Let's take that out.
I guess everybody pointed that out.
No one
'cause-
liked it. I remember I kind of crapped on it in the beta because I remember hearing that. I was like, oh, of course, a wizard from the moon. Must
Yes.
be a wizard from the moon.
Like, unfortunately, in the first 5, like we had to we didn't have any of that stuff because Alex, like the audio didn't capture with our thing, so he had to completely redesign.
Is that
like,
the one where he like sound designed?
he sound
it?
designed the entire thing, so none of Peter Dinklage was in there. But I'm sure if the audio had been intact, like it would have been a completely different first 5 because I was talking about Peter Dinklage's voice acting the entire time.
I
Does it
think-
get any better?
I don't know. Like at first, when I first played it, like the initial like couple hours, it was like really into it. But then once I realized like stuff starts to repeat, I kind of like lost a little bit of interest. I still think it's fun, but
Yeah.
like if you have
Do you
like
get paired up with people, like the fucking randoms, or?
like if you go into a level, like sometimes there'll be random people there just like
Yeah.
doing whatever. But there's these I can't remember what they're called. I did one like at the end of one of my recordings, and it matched me with 2 other people. So like
Yeah,
we
the
went
fire
into
squad
team thing.
Yeah, it was like a
fucking-
fire team. Like you had to be matched with other people to do this. I'm pretty sure. So like matched me with it. We went through. It was like this big kind. It was like a bigger event where like everything was harder.
I did that in the beta where you had to face like the eyeball or whatever.
I can't remember if it was called like a strike or something like that. It might have been something.
Did you
like,
face the big ball? The big ball thing? Like it's
Yeah,
purple?
there was like a big tank thing at one point, like a big metal thing, and then after that there was like
I
the big
had
purple
to face
ball.
that with like, well, I don't know if I had to face it with people, but like I got paired up with Ren.
Yeah, I got paired up with 2 other people and we did it. Like that was kind of neat. Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty neat. Like going in and doing that, but. Like if you're into like grindy type things and like repeating stuff, then it's fine. But like if you get bored of that real quick, you're probably gonna get bored.
It just seems like, I mean, I thought they were going for the whole like fucking massively RPG approach right out of the gate anyway, and it just seemed like I just wouldn't have the time to fucking dedicate to it. Like it seems like just I don't even know what it's been like the past fucking couple game releases that have been just like crazy
Yeah, like
hyped
crazy,
up.
like Watch Dogs
They've
is like
all fucking
Watch
fell
Dogs.
flat to me. Like I'm just like, Watch Dogs to me was completely fucking unplayable. And for like on the flip side, like maybe not even a year ago, maybe I think was it a year ago? Sleeping Dogs came out.
I like Sleeping Dogs.
Loved
though.
Sleeping
Yeah.
Dogs. That was
Yeah, it
awesome.
was super
Sleeping Dogs is
underhyped,
great.
Watch
too.
Dogs, yeah, and Sleeping Dogs had like little to no fucking advertising
was, like,
budget.
nothing.
Now they have some with the definitive edition coming out, but like, what the fuck? Watch Dogs. I tried playing it. I was saying before we started here, I bought it on the console. It's fucking shit. It's literally unplayable to me. I can't get into it at all. It's fucking bad. Like, if I wanted to walk from A to B, maybe, but the cars are terrible. Like,
Yeah, the driving's really bad.
I played an hour of it on the PC. It was playable, at least, on the PC. But,
I never played console.
I never wanted to go back to it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, there were some points in that game where
I
I found it like kind of hard to keep going, but like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was all right overall. It definitely wasn't what they hyped it up to be.
Yeah.
But
I forgot what the
thought it
other
was
game
okay.
was that I pushed myself to beat, where I actually did like a fucking playthrough. But I hate that feeling where it's like
Where you just have to like
fucking-
slog through it.
Yeah, it just fucking
like
drags
GTA 5.
on and on. What was it? Oh, what was the game? Remember I was telling you where like it has a false finish a few times. What was it? And it keeps going.
Oh, wasn't it like that Epic game, Bulletstorm or something like that?
Bulletstorm.
Was that it?
Oh yeah.
I never played that shit.
Bulletstorm.
They like tease it twice and it keeps going. It just doesn't end.
Yeah, that game was fucking horrid. But like that just seems
bit
to
of that, but like, ugh.
The beginning of the downfall of Epic Games.
I think it was an Epic game.
It was an Epic
an
Games.
Epic Games,
Cliffy
yeah.
B was pushing that shit like crazy.
Oh,
It's ridiculous, bro. Like that's what the marketing was for that game. It's like
I
They just
don't
gave
know,
Cliffy
it
B, like,
just
20
seemed
bucks.
like everything just comes out and it's like for me, I'm someone that like I like fucking around in games, I guess. And if I don't have like Watch Dogs was so restrictive that like you couldn't fuck about, you couldn't do literally anything. Like you had to fucking go with what they wanted every time, and it was I don't know. Like I just did not fucking. The most enjoyment I had out of it was fucking hacking the canisters to fall on people.
Oh really?
That's it.
Yeah, I like blowing up like
Squishing
explosive
people.
things, and it's
Yeah,
like
that was
that's
about
pretty
it.
funny.
But
somebody
like,
driving
the
up one of
AI
those things and
The AI was so fucking stupid that they would just like.
Have you beaten that game? You haven't beaten Watch Dogs.
No.
That has one of the worst final missions I think I've ever played in a game. It's terrible.
I don't
The
think I'll
final
ever, I
mission
don't think I'll
is
ever
a-
finish it.
The
I don't
final
think I'll
mission
ever
is
finish it.
terrible.
of all the games you've played, I think that's like
It was so annoying.
That's heavy damning
it
right
was
there.
so annoying. It was so bad. I don't know what they were thinking. It was like such a bad final mission. I hated it.
How was
I
the
don't know.
story?
I think it was like all right for the
Yeah.
most part. Like the driving kind of sucked, and then they got into all that shit that they like dumbed
Feels
down all the
sluggish.
graphics. Yeah, it feels a little sluggish. Then they had the mod that came out that you could do to make it a little bit better. But
Yeah, I never messed with that to see how the mod helps it and stuff. Like the PC people, like oh thank God for them. Like they'll fucking go in and
Fix
optimize.
games.
Yeah, optimize a game
it
that's
all
not
up.
even fucking
yeah,
optimized.
they fixed Dark Souls. Dark Souls
Yeah.
was terribly ported, and they fixed that.
the saving grace. But even then, like, you can't take a fucking fully hyped game like that that's just been like, oh my God, it's been shoved down everybody's throat, and then when it comes out, it just falls flat, and it's just like, I don't know. And that's been like every fucking newer game that's been coming out, and it's just kind of like, I don't even know what to look forward to anymore, because I don't know what actually
You don't know
is
what's
going
gonna,
to be
like,
good.
flop?
Yeah, I don't
Arkham
know
Knight.
what's going to be good and what's going to be bad.
Arkham Knight. I have extremely high hopes. Witcher 3
You
looks
had
really
high
good.
hopes for Origins as well.
Yeah, but I had
down.
hopes for Origins, but at the same time, I did still have you nagging in the back of my brain that it was Warner
was
Brothers.
clunky. It was
No,
clunky.
it was my least favorite of the Arkham games. But
was clunky.
but this is Rocksteady, so I'm
The more recent one that came out, that thing was so buggy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the buggiest. Like I never had that many issues in Arkham.
It froze
maybe,
constantly,
Arkham.
and then you showed me like the vent glitch where you get stuck, and
Yeah.
at least I didn't run into that. But
Yeah, and the teacup glitch that I had, just bullshit like that. But hopefully Arkham Knight's good.
Like there isn't much constant that like if I look over my year, there's like literally nothing that's fucking stuck out as like super memorable new game. Like Walking Dead hit it out of the park again.
Yeah,
Dark
But,
Souls
like,
2 was really good, I thought, for me.
Was
at
that
least.
this year?
Yeah, it was March.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was March of this
Dark
year.
Souls was alright, yeah, but I didn't really play that in full, I guess. So that was a good
South
one.
Park was pretty good. I
South
think.
Park was good.
That was pretty
I
good.
played that in my free time. I actually completed that, so that was a good one. Shit, but that didn't have much. That didn't have much hype either. South Park got delayed, didn't it?
it kept getting
It was
delayed.
supposed to come out like last year or 2
Yeah.
years ago, and then it got delayed, and then they finally released it this
Because
year.
we had seen
See, now
gameplay of it
it's
at
happening
E3.
with what's it called? Like, see, someone said it'll happen with Evil Within. I hope to God it doesn't.
Oh, no,
'Cause
that looks-
that's the next one.
Yeah.
I'm really
That's
excited
the
for
one
Evil
James
Within.
is always
That's
I'm
coming out in a
really
couple
hoping
weeks,
for
right?
it. Yeah, it comes out in October. And if that flops, I mean, I've already played it and it seems like it could be good. But if that flops, like, what the fuck hope do I have? But a lot of people are like Shadow of Mordor, that fucking Lord of the Rings game that's coming out. A lot of people said it was shit initially. Now it's getting fucking raving reviews, all 9s across the board, and now it looks like it's going to be a fucking great
Speaking
game.
of which,
There it is, Shadow. of
Shadow-
I was kind of
Mordor.
skeptical on it because, like, all the Lord of the Ring games I've played have been pretty hit or miss.
But
Like,
That's
this
probably
year
why
was-
people wrote it off initially.
there haven't been any really
That's
good.
exactly why, because like they had. So let's see, the Lord of the Rings games, the ones that have been okay. The movie adaptations.
Those were pretty good.
They were pretty decent. The second and third one being the best, and like.
Then where you get to play as the trio, you get to play as like Gimli and shit.
Yeah.
I think I played that one.
The second two of those, the first one was actually based on the book. I actually like it was a long time ago when I played. I played on Xbox.
I think that might have been one of the ones I played on like the original Xbox. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a decently long game, and it was based on the books more so. So it wasn't
Yeah, and then
like
the
any of
first
actors.
movie blew up, so then,
And then
it
they
was just like,
made
let's
the
make proper
second and
adaptations.
third adaptations, which were both, like pretty fun. I mean, it was just like most movie adaptations, they weren't
Yeah,
amazing, but
it
they
wasn't
weren't,
above and beyond, but it was
yeah,
still
yeah,
fun.
Exactly, it's still fun because it had the Lord of the Rings aspect. Then they had what's it called? They had the Battle for Middle Earth games, which were the RTS versions, which were the first one I think was a lot better than the second one, from what I remember, or I could be mixed up. It could be one of the other ones. And then they had. What was the name of it? Third Age, which was a turn-based, like JRPG style.
What about that one,
Final
that fucking
Fantasy.
MOBA one?
There's
they-
the Guardians. Well, that one's coming on. Yeah, I'll get to that one. Gene.
Don't they have an MMO one
The
too?
fuck, are you going through the timeline?
I'm going through the
here?
timeline.
How
to
does
see
he
if I
know
can-
all these games?
And then,
Like,
because I played
Lord of the
them all.
Rings. God
So then
damn.
Lord of the Rings Conquest, which came
Conquest.
Conquest.
Conquistador.
The Conquistadors. This
Conquest.
one was the Battlefield style. Like it was done by EA, and it was control points, spawn
Jordan,
points.
this lineage that you're fucking explaining.
He's got like a
It
whole
was okay.
timeline.
And then the one we played,
yes.
War in the North, which
War in
was
the North.
pretty.
I think I played that one. Was that the co-op one?
Yeah.
That talking eagle was the best thing about it. That was about
Yeah,
it.
you saw the talking eagle.
That one wasn't
Wait a
that
minute,
great.
you actually talk? Well, of course.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I?
I'm an eagle. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
you
like,
idiot.
That's how
I
they
should
explained
eat
a
you.
talking eagle. Of course.
Oh, I remember.
course.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course I talk.
Of course I talk. You
Why
idiot.
wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I? Yeah, that's pretty much how they had done it. So yeah, they had the Conquest game, the War in the North, and the Guardians of Middle Earth, the mobile one that hasn't really gained any traction at all. So that's what they've had so far, unless there's any more I can't remember. But there hasn't been anything like amazing.
But
It's
this
all
one
been-
has Troy Baker.
This one looks like it's shaping up to be good.
This
I'm
one is
pretty
shaping up to be
excited,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, this one has it's getting good reviews all across the board. That's what I mean. Like, it's weird that fucking games that are they're initially wrote off or the only one that's probably has the hype that will probably fulfill the hype is probably Smash Brothers. I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
probably.
I don't see Smash Brothers flopping at all.
Yeah, I don't know how that could flop. That'd have to be really bad to make that
I don't
game
see it saving Nintendo's hide, but I do see it fucking being.
I think it'll be a nice jump for them
It'll
at
be
least.
a nice it would be a guaranteed fucking system seller.
it can spark more stuff for them. Yeah, I know a lot of people that would just buy the Wii for.
Especially with that GameCube adapter for the controller.
Is that going to be on launch day?
I don't know. Cost $100.
Man, they know. They're rolling.
Took a traditional GameCube controller and slapped the fucking Final Smash logo on it, and
There you go, $100.
just brought back the GameCube successfully. Nice job.
Nice.
But there's people are mentioning Far Cry 4, and there's tons of those. There's Far Cry, there's Assassin's Creed, there's tons of sequels that are going to be coming out.
Well, these are sequels to already known franchises. A lot of the games that were
Exactly,
hyped up this year were kind of new IPs, like Watch Dogs and what was it in one of the
It's
other
just going to
games?
show people to stick with the fucking sequels.
Yeah,
though,
like-
and that
Yeah,
sucks.
that's what the game industry is trying
Like
to
Destiny,
fuel.
yeah. They try to make these new IPs, they're hyped up, and then people don't like them. But then you get sequels to known franchises, and
they
even though they're
always
kind
sell.
of they sell, even though they're kind of overplayed, they'll still sell because people.
It always seems to me like Ubisoft is always the ones trying to put out the most consistent new IPs because Watch Dogs was Ubisoft. They have the
they
Division
also have the
coming
most
out.
sequels, though.
I know. I'm saying once they hit that IP, they mine that shit like crazy. But I'm just saying
They throw them out.
they throw a lot of things at the board every once in a while. Although
Until
it
they
always
find
seems like
something they can capitalize
Yeah.
off of. Like Assassin's Creed was just a random shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw it, I was following that. That was just so. It was what was her name? Jane Taylor, Jane something. She was the one that thought of the concept, and it was just oh, okay, cool. Looks like a fun game. We'll play it when it comes out, and then it just went from there.
Blew
It
up,
kinda
yeah.
blew up.
I mean, you got tons of
And now look where it is.
You got 2 Dark Souls type games that are going to be coming out, like Lords of the Fallen,
Copycats.
Bloodborne.
Yep.
You got Sunset,
Sunset,
New IP.
and
Far Cry still has come out. I think. God, what else? There's a lot of stuff. Like I know the Kingdom Hearts like HD thing comes out this year. I think they're still trying to push it for this year, even though it's not really a new game. I think it's supposed to be like December. I don't know if they're gonna delay that or it was just like a
Jade Raymond.
holding thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I'm fucking. I get confused now. Like I don't know. I can't plan for anything. Like on paper right now, I'd love to do with Evil Within. But like, if it comes out and it's fucking it shits all over my face, then like I'm just gonna have to take it.
Man, James is
gonna
gonna
have
be
to take
so
it.
Sit there and take it.
James is
gonna
so
have to
depressed
take
with
it.
how much.
Like,
he's
why do you think I play so much fucking random bullshit now? Like, I don't
just
know.
nothing.
It's fucking throwing shit up in the air and just hoping that something fucking comes down and it's good, I guess. But I don't know.
It's there's just so much coming out. It's
Minecraft.
gonna be awesome.
Minecraft.
It's
yes.
gonna be awesome.
Just came
when
out
it
on
comes to
next
this
gen.
stuff.
Minecraft
All
2.
over it.
So another thing on the list here. So we're excited for Shadow of Mordor, even more so now. Probably the Lord of the Rings buffs more than anything. But now that they're reviewing it high,
When does it come out?
30th
Tuesday.
in a few days.
Okay, so
Comes out
Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, it comes out Tuesday.
I'll be
Which
getting that.
I'm not going to be here, so
Yeah,
kinda
we'll be
suck.
gone.
Oh,
You're gonna
I'll
have
be-
to take your recording setup
Does
on
it,
the road.
does it come out on PC on Tuesday?
Let me
Check
check
I
Steam really quick.
maybe.
I think it does.
Well, I could check if you want me
There
to.
would be a reason for them to advertise
Don't
it.
sit down. I'll look it up.
No,
I asked the
no.
question. Now I completely derailed creature talk.
He derailed it on himself.
It's
Great.
going to be on the front page. Watch.
I don't
Alright.
even know what we're talking about now.
Watch, it's gonna be on the front page.
It's gonna be on the front page. He's scrolling through. He's scrolling through.
Oh man, watch it. That.
It wasn't
wasn't
there.
on the front
It wasn't
page.
there. Nice.
No,
Jordan.
he's just adding so much more.
Look,
I'm
he's trying to
sure
find
people
it.
will confirm it on the chat before he gets.
Yeah,
to you.
the chat's gonna get it before.
Yeah, it goes Tuesday on the computer on the PC.
What an
Okay, cool.
idiot.
Well, then I'll get that, and I'll probably do a playthrough of it.
Should be fun.
I was kind of iffy about it
Someone
leading
said
up to
Shadow
it.
of Mordor equals reskinned Assassin's Creed. That's right up your alley.
People
You
were
didn't even
saying
hit
it
that.
was very Assassin's Creed influenced.
The developers in the Game Informer article I read after they announced it was saying that they were taking elements from the Batman games as well when it came to combat system and stuff like that. So
So that is Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed.
Oh, it's
is
also taken from
Yeah,
Batman.
Assassin's
So
Creed thing, yeah. So that's
I mean, see if it's like Batman and Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
I
or
was-
Assassin's
I
Creed
was
and Lord of the
just
Rings, I'm
kinda
fine for
iffy,
that.
At it at first, just because the last game I played of theirs was War in the North, and like I said, I've never been too impressed by any of their.
Yeah, they're
games
pretty
that
hit or
much.
miss with their games so far.
So, but if it's getting good reviews, I mean, I was gonna play it anyway.
That's
but-
so
Yeah.
weird too, because like that whole franchise just seems like ripe to be made like a good game with. Like,
That's when they announced
just
this.
seems
I was
like
like,
it'd be
"Ooh, a
so easy."
story on the periphery
think-
of everything.
I
That
think
could be
Lord
really
of the
good."
Rings Online actually is fairly decent as far as like it keeps a pretty good amount of players, and I mean it doesn't look fantastic. I like
Yeah.
boot it up and it looks kind of poop, but as far as like keeping a bunch of people
as
playing,
long as the
it has
gameplay
a-
solid. Like Lord of the Rings in video game form just reminds me of Dead Island because it's like it looks like it could be such a good series, but they just like screw it up and they like rush it and then it's just
We got to play
not.
the new one at
Oh,
PAX.
Dead Island too.
Yep.
Does it look better?
I think you'll like it. Play it.
I'm just gonna assume that it looked bad again.
Wow, it
and
was great. Let me tell you what. Dex broke the game.
oh, did he?
It was
That's not hard.
super early alpha that when we
Oh,
played,
well.
so it
He
was.
had to get people to come over to his station.
Oh, they
because
had to,
he
like-
broke it.
He reset
broke
it. Like he jumped on top of somebody because they were like trying to glitch out of the map.
Yeah.
Well, who was it? Was it Kevin and them were just like, oh,
Yeah.
let's try and glitch out of the
They're
map?
trying to glitch out of the map. and
Everywhere
then
we go now,
I
like-
threw a propane tank at him, and blew it up.
Oh, those are fun.
It
I love
fucked
those.
him up, and then he tried to I don't know what he tried to do, but he couldn't swing.
Oh, he couldn't hit anymore.
He couldn't hit anymore,
He was defenseless.
so he broke it.
Yeah,
so
it
I
was pretty
mean,
wrecked.
I think that makes for.
I think
pretty good
everywhere we
stuff.
go now, people just try to like bug out the game as hard as they can, and then like a bunch of people come over, write some stuff down, and then they just kind of walk off.
Yeah.
So what were you leading into, Jordan?
That D4 up there. I think this is
D4
Seamus's
NNY.
alley.
Again,
That wasn't even a transition at all. Like that was fucking.
He was starting to
derailed.
transition
I was
earlier, and
starting- he
then
was like,
it
From
moved back
what?
around.
From what?
He was just summing up what we thought of Shadow of Mordor, and then he was going to the next one. But
Speaking
we
of
started.
Shadow of Mordor, here's a game called D4 that I know nothing
That's not
about.
what I
Seamus,
said.
take it away.
That's not what I said. At
What were you
all.
saying?
That was basically
I was
what you
not
said.
saying that
It was
at all.
basically what you said.
Oh, that was like
Yeah,
stereo right there.
basically.
Anyway,
Anyway, Seamus, D4 and NY.
D4 and NY. So this game, think it was announced like maybe last week or something like that. It wasn't announced very long ago. I think it was a Tokyo
I just
Game
seen
Show.
it pop up on the marketplace. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I don't think it was announced very long ago. Anyway, it was like the surprise release. It released last week, I think, at some point, or earlier this week. I can't remember. But it's from the same people or the same director, Swery, who made or worked heavily on Deadly Premonition. Yes, that amazing,
Oh, I
that
know what you're
amazing
talking about
game. We got the song from it.
Dun,
Usually,
dun,
yeah, that
dun,
one.
dun, dun, dun.
The game had only about 4 different songs throughout the whole thing, so for a 15-hour game, you hear the same song over and over. But that game was terrible. Like, the only good thing about that game was, like, the characters and the
SD4
story.
or Deadly Premonition?
Deadly Premonition.
Okay.
In this game, everything's better. Like, the characters are really interesting. It's like, it's crazy. The story seems pretty good.
Is this related to Deadly Premonition?
No,
Like-
but there are references to the game. Like, for instance, the main character, he has a friend or like a colleague whose name is Forrest Kaysen. And in Deadly Premonition, the main like antagonist ends up being Forrest Kaysen.
Okay.
So like he has the same name. He doesn't really look the same, but there are like some shared names. In the first game, like there's this whole thing with red seeds. In this game, there's like a red powder that they use to like it like makes them stronger. Which is basically in the first game, they ate red seeds, they got like really strong. In this one, there's like a red powder. They like inhale it or whatever, they get really strong. So
So is
there's,
it
like,
almost like a pseudo remake almost? Or?
kind of it. The gameplay is like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's like
It's
I feel
like-
like that style fits.
It
that
does.
guy
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
way
saw
better.
a little bit
It
of it.
does.
It was cell shaded. It's cell shaded.
It's
right?
cell shaded like Walking Dead, where you're kind of like minimal moving around, and it's
It looks
just
like
kinda
Wolf Among Us a little bit.
It's more about like
Episodic.
story and like
Yeah.
exploring stuff, figuring stuff out, like the story. Like it does fit this guy a lot better. Deadly Premonition was like I don't know what they were like. They had some
third
really good
person
things.
action.
Yeah, they had like some really good things, but then the gameplay was just terrible. And this
Yeah.
one, like they kind of took out the whole gameplay aspect, where it's like more of like you're just walking around, quick time events.
They
like,
pared
you
it down a lot.
Yeah, so it's like that. I think it's really good so far. I don't know how far I am. I think I've done like 2 sit downs for like maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I don't know how long it is, but
It does. It's the is it the epilogue or prologue, and then it's episode 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah, I did the
think
prologue.
It stops at 2.
I did the prologue in 1, and I think I'm on 2 now. And
Yeah.
so far, it's been about 3 hours. But
I
so
think
far,
2 stops. It.
so far, I really like the game. I think it's only like $15, $20, something like that. It's not that much right now, but I think it's really good so far, especially coming from the Deadly Premonition guy.
Yeah.
Like he set the bar pretty low, and now he's coming back pretty high. So
It's like I put myself on the map really far down the map, but yeah.
Well, they did it, that fucking, I don't know, that weird shit where it was like Deadly Premonition was such a fucking shit fest at first that everybody rated it bad. The fucking remastered version comes out, and all of a sudden it's an 8.
it was like a cult thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like the fucking reviewers just went with what the cult following, like, oh, it's great for story and blah blah blah. Like they just copied that shit.
they did some things really well, but then like the gameplay was just abysmal. Like it was terrible. But this game just seems a lot better. It's really fun.
Yeah, the Walking Dead style kind of fits it better. It
Characters
seems
are
like.
really interesting, and that's kind of like the main draw. Where like every character is pretty interesting. They have like such like obscure characters that they're interesting. So just like Deadly Premonition, they have like really random characters, just like in this game.
You can eat food too. I picked up a lollipop.
Yeah, they have like a
and I ate it.
stamina system where like if you do an action, it takes stamina and you have to eat food, and it's kind of annoying, but
It's realistic.
I like it.
You
Yeah, I
eat
guess so.
random food. You find food in fucking shelves.
I don't
and
know.
shit
I can
and
talk to 3 people and not pass out. In this game, if you do too much stuff, you just pass out and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
If your stamina, if you don't track your stamina and you get to 0, you just like pass out.
I have
what
low
the
blood
fuck?
sugar.
Yeah. And like interacting with stuff takes like 10 stamina. So if you don't pay attention to it, you'll just pass out.
Interesting.
But I really
Hidden
recommend it.
gem
It's
there.
really fun.
Hidden gem.
It is.
really good.
It is pretty good. It came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere and it's good.
I need to like play it a little bit more so I can get to those oddball people and stuff.
You should on the airplane. It gets pretty good.
Yeah, I only seen what the trailer had.
Speaking of airplanes,
You skipped one, but okay.
I don't
Speaking
know.
of
We,
gems, hidden
Speaking
gems,
of rupees,
Hyrule Warriors.
there you go.
wow, look at that.
Haven't played it.
hey, in an airplane you go high, Jordan. That's what I was going for.
Hyrule Warriors.
These things really stink.
They're pretty stinky.
Oh, damn it!
What? So who's played the game?
I don't know what that is.
James.
Hey,
Is that like a Zelda game?
I'm surprised that fucking Seamus hasn't played it.
Seamus didn't play it.
He said he hasn't played it.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's up to you.
Great. Well, I played it. I had my friend over from back home, from PA, and we played it a little bit.
Is it a multiplayer thing?
It has co-op, but it's kind of weird in that one player has to be on the gamepad and the other player is on the TV. No split screen. That's how they kind of went around it. Are you fucking... The fuck are you doing?
Just ran a commercial while you're telling your story.
All right.
That's how Creature Talk works, is we run commercials while we're talking about
Alright.
stuff.
Oh man.
Thank you. There's a nice dead period before we got to this topic. You could have did it, but that's great.
Hey, somebody's talking about my tattoo colors.
Anyway, I guess it seemed all right. It's a blend of fucking Dynasty Warriors and obviously like Zelda and shit. So it has a massive amount of enemies at once, and it's pretty much just a hack and slash. Like you just fucking it's like
I
a
like
game.
hack and slashes.
Yeah, I think like because you fucking what you played back then. You were playing Just Cause 2 when you said that you would zone out.
Oh, I would love Just Cause 2.
Like
Just anytime,
the games
yeah.
that I think would be best to just like zone out and just fucking do whatever because you're just literally just pushing the
Yeah.
fucking B button is those types of games like
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors and shit. Like it's just like
Yeah.
they do throw in objectives that you just go like Dynasty Warriors at the core for the most part was kind of like you start at one base and you gradually take your way all the way over to the end and you fight the boss and you kind of like beat the stage there. At least that's like the one that I fucking played like ages ago. But this one actually does have a couple objectives kind of in the map. But it's pretty fun. I don't really like the controls, I want to say. Whereas, like...
Does it use motion controls at all, or is it just...
You use the gamepad, but it also uses the Pro Controller. And I think you can also use the fucking Wii Remote. And none of those options are all that appealing to me. They just, like... If like I know Spencer said that he has a converter thing for the fucking GameCube controller. Like it maybe something like that might do better for it. Because like the Pro Controller on the Wii U it just does not fit my hand. I guess I don't know. It just feels weird. And the Wii Remote doesn't seem like it would fit the game. And the gamepad is too fucking large to play jack shit on that.
Hey, I use that for Mario Kart. It's
Yeah,
so huge.
that's. I don't know.
You ever walk too far away? I used to play it, like I'd play it on the, like I'd actually do that, and I'd like walk over to the bathroom or something, and it'd start like...
I could play Mario Kart in the bathroom because it's like right next to the office. So
I was a little too far, so I'd be like walking to the bathroom. And
I remember when
oh no, it's lagging.
when I first got my Wii U, when like
Connection thing, yeah.
when I first got my Wii U and I had it in the original Creature house, I had it connected on my desk, and then my bathroom was right next to there, so I took it in every once in a while, just watch some Netflix. Just every once in a while. It was a very rare thing. Now I do that with my iPad, so.
Yeah, I guess that's why you got a pad.
I had the pad.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's weird that the co-op has to be kind of like unlocked as you go and shit. That's a little bit weird, but it seems like a good kind of casual, let me aimlessly run around, kill everything.
Yeah.
Kind of that deal, I guess.
Somebody said Kucher should get a tattoo of a Slash Scout. I'm sorry, I had to point that out.
Oh, I just saw it when you wrote it. Oh, please.
Well, it's ingrained in his mind, so he could just describe it to the tattoo artist. Tattoo artist.
Just trace it on my arm. Oh man.
Anyway,
So Hyrule Warriors.
speaking of airplanes,
I guess
two subjects ago.
So before we talk about our upcoming trips, we should go over a quick overview of where we've been in the past month. Things have been crazy.
okay. Well, James and Jordan have been to a different continent. Multiple traveling ventures here.
We went to first me and James went to Germany for Gamescom.
Yeah.
We were over there.
It was very last minute.
It was very last minute. About 3 days before we left, Microsoft lets us know, hey, how'd you guys like to go to Gamescom? We're, of course, like, oh, we'd love to go.
Yes, Microsoft.
And then, of course, we jumped on a plane. We
Yeah.
sat down.
We sat down on
and
the
then
plane.
we
On
went
the
over
plane.
to Germany, sat down there as well. And all
Sat down over there.
how was
Sat
the
down in
flight?
Germany.
How long was the flight?
like 10 hours or something like that. Something
Gotcha.
like that. Maybe a
I
little
couldn't
less. It was more like
remember what it
8.
was. Wasn't it like 12 for us last time?
Didn't you guys have like layovers in like Amsterdam or something? Some,
Yeah,
like,
we
weird-
had
We
one
had
layover in
a
Amsterdam.
layover in, I think it was...
I thought you had like in some German city,
oh, what was it?
or was there a different one?
Yeah, no, we went to a German city. We went to, not Munich.
So you flew from the U.S. to Germany,
Yes,
but just a
Denver-
different city.
Denver to Germany.
Oh, see, we had like 2 different layovers.
Yeah, so we went
That was
Denver,
probably-
we had
Denver
Atlanta.
to what's the name of it? Frankfurt. We were,
There you go.
and then from
Oh,
Frankfurt
okay.
down to Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf.
So
Dusseldorf.
we went there.
Did you have to deal with any cabbies where you said, "Take me to the Kölnmesse," and they're like, "What?" And I was like,
Most of them-
"This," and they're like, "Oh, Kölnmesse," and I was like, "Yes,
Well,
that's exactly what I just
tried
said to
out
you."
my amazing German skills on the first cab because he couldn't speak English. I managed to spell out the entire address where we were going. So we got
Be-
say.
Is this the French alphabet? Day.
I was like trying to remember. I was trying to remember how you
J.
said each like different thing, and he eventually like he
H
understood
E
me.
G K L M N O P.
So we got it. We got there.
They
And
got
I
it.
knew numbers, so I could give him the
For the,
numbers.
for the most part, while we were there, we had the
Sechs, sieben,
Microsoft.
acht, nine.
The Microsoft thing was like shuttling us around, so we didn't really have to deal with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's-
they had a
that works
show
out.
that
Gotcha.
went, and
Yeah.
He spoke fine English.
You should have taken him to the chocolate factory.
We didn't have any time.
We didn't have
Oh, yeah, you guys were booked
We were
up.
getting swamped. They made us a schedule, pretty much.
Yeah, we
Is
had
what
our
they did.
own
Like,
schedule, and it was so we
so
saw
we got
a
this.
lot of-
Yeah, I
lot
got to
of
see
stuff
like
over there.
Forza Sunset. Pleasant surprise for me. I got to actually see and play WWE 2K15. Did not expect that there.
Ooh, I didn't know
But,
that. I didn't know you ended up playing it.
Yeah, I got to play it. Scott
a lot,
got me
too.
in there to play it.
Scott!
Yeah.
What, can you talk about it yet or no?
I didn't sign an NDA.
You can talk about
I
whatever.
played it both at Gamescom and at PAX.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
if you played at PAX, then you can talk about it, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that fucking 2K wouldn't give a shit. I would think. I don't know. I got to meet the fucking like the head of the WWE stuff on the 2K side. I mean, I hope for more stuff to happen like with that in the future. But
Yeah.
For the game itself, playable build had 4 people. It was Cena, Orton, Goldust, and Cesaro.
No
Gold
Booker
dust.
T.
First time playing it at Gamescom, ran like Dookie. Shit. I could not realize that, like, I could not understand why something like that would be out on the floor, like,
Yeah.
because it
It wasn't
wasn't.
on the floor. It was on the press area.
Back room.
Oh yeah. PAX, it was on the floor. PAX, it was on the floor. There was a section of it on the floor, but I don't know what happened with it, but it was on a PS4, and it chugged. Everything went in slow motion.
Oh, that's
And I
bad.
didn't understand
Yeah,
as
what
to
a lot
why.
of games do nowadays to combat low frames is when they feel like they're starting to drop a lot of frames, they switch it to slow mo, so it has more time to
Yeah.
render it. So whenever it was going into like intense camera angles that would usually like require a little bit more, it would go into slow motion for them.
And it would
Which
be-
I figured that the PS4 or whatever you were on had been on all day and was probably
Yeah.
So
But I had
I
to play
figured that
like
was
that.
it, yeah.
I had to play like that like every match, and it would just be like suplex. And I'd be like,
Testing efficient.
yeah, I
Lightning
don't know.
speed.
Yeah, like I went up and I talked to the the 2K guy, and I was like, yeah, it looks great and everything, but that slow mo needs to go. Like it needs to go. There's no way if that's in the final build, like that is way too slow. They slowed down the gameplay quite a bit as opposed to other games, but that's just way too slow. Like that's just fucking no. Yeah, you don't do that.
How was the
And-
PAX version?
PAX version, I went in.
Well,
and
no,
I-
he played it the next day as
yeah,
well.
yeah, I did go. I did go the next day, like in Germany again, just to see. Like, I wanted to ask him if I can get some more hands-on with it, and he let me play again. And this time, ran perfect, ran fine, completely normal speed.
Nice.
It was exactly what Jordan said, that the PlayStation 4 was literally running probably all day, and the game just chugged. It was poop. So
They didn't think to like reset it, maybe see if that helped, or
I don't know. There was a few stations that were already like off, like,
Oh, okay.
and kind of. I don't know if maybe that one was just in the process of eventually going to be turned off and shit.
they might have just wanted to like keep one or a few up just to like let people play it.
Yeah.
Even if it was super slow.
He just threw me on a fucking station. I don't know, but
Gotcha.
like. It was all right though. Thereafter, it's still slowed down. It's drastically different from last year's in terms of speed, because from 2013 was slow. 2014 they sped it up to make it more arcadey. Now they're slowing it down again. So you can feel that it's pretty drastically like it's more slow than what it was before. The face scanning is pretty cool. Like everybody looks really close to their fucking in-life counterpart, which
Yeah.
So it's an
That's
improvement
good.
from THQ.
THQ never said they could do.
This is impossible.
Impossible.
Can't
for
have him go
them.
up on the announcer's table either anymore.
I mean, that portion of it was pretty good. But then, yeah, again, like I played it at fucking PAX again, and I try to wonk it out a little bit just to see what would happen.
It's always the goal for you.
Try to wonk it out. I try to throw some, steel steps. Try to throw as many shits as I fucking can in the ring at the same time. Just see if it wonk out. Did all right. Did all right.
So
it,
this
it
one-
passed the test.
Did all right a little bit.
Did okay.
I still don't think, at the core gameplay wise, I don't think it's going to last the entire year. They need to do more with it, which is, I guess it's going to see what the delay is all about, because now next gen's is November and last gen's is October still, which is weird. So I don't know. I want to say it's an improvement,
Yeah.
but I just want to see how like 2K handles this as opposed to THQ, because there's still people like in there that worked from THQ, and they'll like, it's weird when they tell me like, I'm like, yeah, THQ was pretty shit with this game, like you guys gotta do something. They're like, yeah, well, I came over from THQ. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, why the fuck does that matter? Like, if you came from THQ and it was shit, then you're just as much to blame as like anybody else. You need to step it up and like get some of the new guys in there, or I don't know.
You're
like,
that guy just keeping it rotating, You're
I'm
the guy
keeping their world
that
aligned too.
He's just giving everyone jobs. Really.
Gotcha.
Like I mean, I don't know how many THQ people are still there, but either way, if 2K doesn't like fix it up, then they still have a problem, I guess, on their hands.
So
Germany, PAX.
Germany came back from Germany, went out to 2K.
Went out to 2K.
Went out to 2K, but that was more so for.
I did not get a hands on
That was not wrestling. That was for playing
was- yeah.
Evolve and playing
Yeah.
the Borderlands pre-sequel.
Yeah.
Had a good time playing Evolve.
I like Evolve a lot.
Oh, Evolve was really
We were
fun.
Evolve was
excited
fun.
to go out there and play that.
We all got to play that, and then Jordan and Seamus played Borderlands, and James and Alex played Borderlands, and I just played Borderlands by myself while they were
Yeah,
playing.
he was like messing around with it, like next to them.
But
so after we went from 2K, we came back and then went out to PAX
Primo.
Prime, where we
Had a panel.
had a panel, did our regular PAX stuff. And was there anything noteworthy?
Dex came
Or
back
like
right after
games
that.
and stuff.
The Dex was here for a little bit.
Wow, I can't believe you guys are fucking assholes.
What?
It wasn't like someone was inducted at PAX or anything.
Dex.
You're an
Kevin.
asshole.
Okay,
What
well,
an
I was
asshole.
What?
going to that.
Oh, what's
You!
his name? What is his name?
Well, I was getting
Carl?
No,
Cut-
you weren't.
I was asking
no,
first
you
about
weren't.
the games.
Was
and
there
now-
Calvin.
anything
Calvin.
notable
Calvin.
at PAX?
I said of
Klein.
games.
Calvin.
Klein.
We inducted Calvin into the
James.
creatures.
Quit. You're an asshole.
We inducted Calvin into the creatures.
Calvin.
Calvin.
Who's
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
There we go. Welcome Calvin Klein to the
Exactly.
creatures.
I like
but-
his clothes.
Free clothes for everyone.
But yes, as James pointed out, we did
Nothing
induct
notable.
Mr. Kevin to the creatures on our panel.
Seems a lot of people on the hub are still confused whether Kevin's a creature or not.
Oh my god.
They're confused every time we induct
Good, I,
someone.
I like it like that.
But I don't.
like it
I don't know if it's. I don't
like
know if
it
it's an
like that.
element of people trolling or people
They're probably
being
both.
serious.
They're
I'm
probably
sure there's
both.
definitely both, but.
Yeah. So
People see
Mr.
people being serious, and then those people just troll the people.
So
and
what are you
then-
thinking, Kevin's a creature?
So
Well,
Kevin will
CRT
be,
Calvin.
He's actually CRT
I want to spell it with like a K,
Calvin.
but I guess that works too.
But he's going to be heading out to Colorado here pretty soon.
Ooh.
We're planning on that. He came and visited and was looking at apartments and stuff like that. So he will be out here very soon.
Darn sure.
Pretty cool. So
He actually, first week being here, he had suggested the face rig thing.
Yep.
And we did that, and that was so
he
much
was
fun.
the reason we did face rig before anyone else on YouTube.
Now, Jordan, it's not about doing it first.
Yes, it is. Welcome to YouTube.
You too.
Because then everybody else is copying us.
Yes. Now we're not the copiers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we been hanging around. We had Dex and Kevin out here for a good bit, and now we are coming to the end of the month where we're gonna have some more traveling on our hands. Oh joy!
Constant traveling.
Constant
you
traveling.
two
well,
are.
it's more so me and James yet again.
You two are just the ambassadors when it comes to
Yeah.
traveling.
Oh yeah.
Seemingly.
Travelers.
We're gonna be going down.
Greetings,
to-
travelers. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So we're gonna be going down to Vegas on Tuesday for something having to do with Assassin's Creed Unity.
Ooh.
Goodness.
And then we're going to be going out to LA, be doing something.
Now, how long after you get back are you guys going to LA?
Well, we're going from Vegas to LA.
Oh!
So
And this is for Assassin's Creed Unity, correct?
Yes.
It's still, the LA thing is still Unity?
No.
That's
LA
what I
is
was saying.
something with our network Polaris. I think there's already videos uploaded on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're going out to do this Anki Dry Battle Royale challenge with a bunch of other people from the Polaris network. So it's going to be a big Grand Prix. And James and I are going to be enemies, actually. We're not working together.
Jordan is representing the hub,
Yep.
and James is representing his own
To be
channel.
honest, I mean, I look at it this way. I've already won a Polaris tournament. I don't need to win another one.
Yeah, but technically, either way, even if you lose and he wins, you still win because you're the hub.
Yeah.
So you have 2 horses in this
You
race,
have 2 horses in this
and you have
race,
control of one of them.
So I'll tell you what. I will throw a match.
Oh, you can ram into people.
And I can
James,
ram into people.
We could fix
I will
this. We could
race.
fix this.
So
Wait, this
dirty.
is like this was like your Smash idea, wasn't it? Where we would go into the tournament, and if we
Yeah,
got
just-
up against each other, we would refuse. Or
Yeah, we
something
just
like that.
wouldn't fight each other. We would just
wouldn't
fight
fight each
everyone
other?
else. we
Yeah,
would team
yeah.
up.
Man.
That'd be pretty good. We'll do like Talladega Nights, where like you could be Ricky Bobby, and then I'll do the shake and bake,
Ricky Booby.
and I'll slingshot you forward, and you just go off.
Oh, man.
There you go, and you'll win one.
Oh, it's going to be...
And then I'll get jealous, and then I'll fucking be like, no, and then I eliminate you, and then I go to win one. 'Cause that's what happens in the movie.
Ricky Bobby.
Knowing
if you
us
haven't
will
seen it.
eliminate each other, and then no one will win in the group.
Yeah,
They'll crash into each other, and that'll be
everyone
it.
else that's
Jordan will be like, James.
and then we'll lose everything, and then we'll just be off in the corner sobbing.
And you just fly
But
home.
that should be fun. There actually, I believe, when we put up our video, we actually have a link in there, so anyone in the LA area is going to have a chance to swing on by and actually watch live
Ooh,
in person.
I wonder how that's gonna be. That's in the what's it called
The
though?
Disney lots.
Disney Studios.
Yeah, Disney Studios.
You lucky bastards.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty fun stuff. So after we get back from LA,
We get to have a long, nice few months break of traveling, right, Jordan?
well, we're actually going to Sweden.
Oh, we're going to Sweden, Jordan.
We're going to Sweden.
International
10
travel.
days.
The
You get 10
creatures,
days.
we get 10 days. There's actually stuff happening in between there. So it's not going to be like 10 resting days. It's going to still be 10
We'll
days
still
of,
be
like,
working.
Doing work.
Fuck
and then
me.
grabbing another big stream in there somewhere. And then, we'll go to Sweden. We're actually going out to hang out with the guys from Overkill, like creators of Payday. And we're going to be hanging out at their offices, hanging around Stockholm, and then doing a big stream out there for their anniversary. So should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be
I'm looking forward to it.
everyone, but I don't think Seamus is coming because he doesn't have his passport.
I don't have my passport. I got really gotta get mine. You gotta give me that
Alexander don't
address.
either.
Huh?
Alexander don't
Oh yeah,
either.
Alexander. Yeah,
You gotta give me that
Alexander.
address where I can go and they can like do it quick. So like,
Yeah, we had
If we do
Spencer.
go
We had Spencer do it
international.
real quick.
So no Seamus or Alex.
Yep.
We'll have a nice road trip over there. And then I'll be the only one going through hell there. Or we make Spencer go through hell or something. Oh no, we got Dex too.
Dex and Kevin.
Dex is
Kevin's
going
going,
too?
right?
Dex is going.
Sweet.
Isn't Kevin going? No.
Yeah, Kevin's going.
Yeah,
too.
Kevin.
oh, wow.
Kevin.
Alright.
You got the
Yeah,
whole
Dex is
crew.
going too.
Dex going too.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna
just so you
we'll
must
be getting a
mention Kevin.
van or
So is
something.
Calvin.
Get a van and we'll road trip somewhere.
Road trip.
Nice,
Road
nice
trip.
Sweden van.
I'll have to pull up some poopy Sweden stops.
Oh man.
They'd probably be like like even the bad Sweden stops are better than
They're
our
gonna
good
be
ones.
amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be like
It's gonna be like
some
all-
ancient.
Like, yeah, that's our shittiest one, and it's just amazing.
It's like some massive castle that they
Yeah.
built.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
got
we
some-
don't know who owns this anymore, but
So,
feel free
yeah,
to walk
it's
through it.
unmarked. No one visits it anymore, just because no one knows who built it.
Might be some
or anything.
treasure in there.
So that should be pretty fun.
Should be fun. But yeah, so that's our travel.
I'm not looking
for
forward
now.
to that flight. I'll tell
And
you
then
that. That
we
flight-
Is that
can
going to be
hope-
longer than Germany, maybe, or about the
Should
same?
be, should be, because it's farther north and it's
Yeah.
a little bit more
Fuck
east
that,
than Germany.
man.
Not by far, because I remember Orb was saying
Yeah, they're
Orb was
relatively-
only a 2-hour flight.
They're
to Germany.
relatively aligned. It's just it's more north.
If
Orb
we
was
get a
saying it was
fucking
quick.
like
think.
343 fucking plane where everybody's just kind of like fucking hell.
Don't worry,
like
we'll
10
find
hours.
ways to pass the time, James. We found ways onto Germany. We'll find plenty.
It still
of
don't
ways to
fucking.
pass
It
the
don't
time.
help.
I'm going to try to do phase 2 of Marvel. I just got Captain America the other day, so I can pretty
I'm
much
gonna
do everything but
the Lord of
Guardians.
the Rings trilogy.
Oh well, that if you do the extended edition, that's more than the flight. So there you go.
Well, I think I just have the regular editions on.
Jesus, it's like 23 hours of fucking footage on the extended edition.
It's 14. I think it's 14 hours for. No. It can't be 14 hours.
Talking about all of them combined.
Oh, all of them up to
Yeah.
this point? Yeah, it would definitely be probably around there.
Jordan could take a few flights, watch them all.
The
I'll just
Hobbit
stay on
and
the
Lord of the
flight back,
Rings.
too, just to
Yeah.
make sure I can watch all of them.
Woo!
So yeah, and then
Robaz, King of Sweden. Oh yeah, we should visit Robaz. Robaz.
I heard he's the king over there.
Yeah.
He is the king of Sweden.
King over in Sweden. So that's the forecast for travel for the next month and a half, 2 months here.
It was supposed to be like event season was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Event season was supposed to be done with PAX, and then that would be it. We're still traveling. Why?
And I have a feeling like we're thinking that like after we get back from Sweden, it's good to go until next PAX, which is PAX East.
Theoretically.
What about the
not
January
gonna-
packs in
Oh my
Texas?
goodness.
Oh!
Shameless.
Yeah, January, I'm going back for my niece's birth, so
Oh,
that'll
well, I
be
guess
that'll be
that
my
does-
PAX.
So we'll
Does get kinda
we'll
annoying.
keep our fingers crossed we're not sent all over the world by the time we get back to PAX East. But I'm assuming it's because like look at the Germany trip, 3 days notice to go to Germany for a week.
Like, yeah, you
It's
gotta
gonna
go
happen
to
again.
Russia in
Yeah.
2 days, so
Jesus.
I want to go to Russia. I want to go
we'd
to
send
Russia.
Alex, and he'd know the language, actually.
They'd never let him leave, though.
Then we get to
Like,
Russia, and we find out Alex really can't speak Russian.
They wouldn't let him leave.
What if we got to Russia, and Alex really can't speak Russian? It was just a ruse the whole time.
He just goes, "It's a deal. It's a deal."
They'd be like, what?
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Well, speaking of the trips that we're doing, yeah.
what else are we up to?
Um.
Is that what the transition you were going for?
Yeah.
There? Speaking
Going
of
in
things
a
I
we're
was thinking
doing,
of doing the bottom two topics first, just to get them out of the
No.
way, and then
No.
finishing off with
no,
that.
you gotta tease them,
No.
and then you go to what are we
I don't
up
even
to?
care about those bottom ones anymore because
Well,
we've
it's
already
not-
done
Those
them.
are pretty similar. That pretty much could be one topic.
Bottom ones are alright, but like, I mean, I don't care. I mean, whatever. You know, whatever.
Anyway, do we want to do what are we up to?
Yeah, and then we'll be done.
All right.
So what are we up to?
What are we up to? I'm going last.
Okay,
start?
well then Jordan
I'll go
starts.
first. So,
Oh, Jordan, I know what you've been up to. I've been there, and
Drum roll.
I seen what you've been up to. I
So,
seen what
ladies
you've
and
been up to.
I have been playing a little bit of CS:GO, and another aspect of CS:GO is something.
Can you call
called-
that playing? I call that gambling.
Well, gambling is such a harsh word, James, and illegal in a lot of states, so it's not gambling.
Okay.
It's case unboxing.
Yeah.
This is where you buy keys from Valve, you open a case, and you get a nice gun skin. My case,
Nice
in
gun.
my case, I don't get anything good. So I need to go until I get something good.
How are you so consistently unlucky?
I don't know.
Because I mean, people.
I've go every single time I'm done or before I start to unbox, I go and watch people's unboxing videos. I see people, they get 2 knives within 5 boxes.
And how many boxes do you think you've done up to this point? Over 100. It has to be.
I think
Oh, I'm
he's,
probably about 300 by now.
Oh my goodness.
So
he's
got a
definitely
knife?
rubbing off though. On I mean, I brought him in. I haven't showed it yet, but I brought him in on my office to try to one up
I
him.
convinced
I wanted to unbox a few just to see if I get something better than him. And it was all pure shit for the most part, I would say. There may be a few like little surprises in there, but like you didn't help me one bit.
Why would you want me in there? Why didn't you get someone that actually like Alex got a knife?
I wanted on the
Seamus
off
got
chance,
like a pretty good guardian.
on the off chance that I would
I
get
got a
something
$50 gun.
amazing. Like, you know, I did get the
You
Deagle
did
on
get that.
stream.
That's a
I got the Deagle on
$42
stream.
gun. That's a good gun.
So like, if I got something in front of you, I was gonna just rub it in your face.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad.
He would have had to have witnessed
That's why
it.
I was so happy during the entire time. Watching someone else go through the same pain.
Watching someone else get nothing good at all.
Exactly.
I was
felt
really close
amazing.
though, man. I was.
He did see some really good stuff.
I opened
like,
some the other day. I saw like a bunch of reds, never got them.
well, he saw a red that whirled by like.
Yeah, it was,
Oh,
it was
really?
during the slow one.
Mine
yeah.
wasn't that
cool.
close, no.
Yeah, no, that was really close. So that was pretty bad.
That
But I've
sucks.
been doing a lot of unboxings. It's kind of fun at the same time. It's depressing, but the hope that I could get something good is still
The
there,
hope
and
and
it
the gamble.
lasts until I get something.
Until he runs out of money.
Or that.
Until he-
but it's also
second mortgage
it's
on his
also
house.
mutated because today I did my first FIFA pack unopening.
Oh shit.
Where
Spreading to other games now.
there's
Spreading.
more games. I found out that there's more games out there that does the same exact thing. So I thought I'd test my luck in that. You you'll see what happens.
Oh.
Oh, he's teasing
See
it.
what happens.
Ah.
Teasing it.
He's teasing it.
Oh my god.
So, and then I'm eyeing out Mass Effect 3 again, because I used to do that a lot.
Oh.
I'm eyeing out.
You even play the multiplayer on Mass Effect.
Huh?
You play the multiplayer.
I played it before.
I'm saying, are you going to fucking play it? You haven't seen me
I've
play
played
it
it
in like
before.
You play like
I've
2
played it
years
before.
ago.
Yeah, it was like the first house.
What can you win in those packs? Like, what's the value?
Rare guns.
Yeah, you get nice guns.
But yeah, like he
It's
said, you
more
don't play
so,
it.
I'd say FIFA and the CS:GO stuff is more so the cool stuff because you can actually sell that stuff on the marketplace. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
Oh my
having
goodness.
something rare is the good thing.
Yeah.
So whenever I go back to play Battlefield 4, then I'll have something super rare. And all that great stuff. So that's what I've been mostly doing. I played The Witcher in preparation for The Witcher 3's launch, which is looking to be an absolutely amazing game. I played through The Witcher 2 again. Got like a completely different ending than I did the first time I played it. It wasn't nearly close to what I had done before, which is pretty awesome. That's what I really liked about that game. Had a lot of fun with that and gearing up for the third one, like watching a bunch of stuff on that.
So you'll be able to continue your storyline.
Yeah.
Through 3.
Because I played through The Witcher 1, it was kind of like tedious near the end because I was just kind of getting impatient with the dreadful combat system it has. And then so I got through that, and then I got into The Witcher 2, and understood so much more this time through when I played it because it was like there were so many story elements and people and characters that you see in the first game that carry over, so it makes a lot more sense. Pretty well versed in the backstory, the lore, and everything going into The Witcher 3. So pretty excited. Pretty excited.
Nice.
Go.
Shadow of Mordor. Probably when you get
Probably, yeah, when I get the chance. We'll see about that. But
Tell you,
that's-
take your fucking shit on the road.
yeah,
You're gonna have to
try.
fucking. You're gonna have to sit there and do a
back.
session.
Do the hotel room recording like a lot of people do when they go traveling
Yeah.
for PAX and stuff like
All right,
that.
I could. We'll see about that.
James in the background like, what's that?
Shut up.
What are you doing? That guy looks ugly.
that Tor Baker.
I'll just heckle you. I'd probably just be like, wow, Jordan, you suck. What's going on here?
Yeah, or Jordan's just gonna be like, James is sleeping right now, so I'm gotta be really quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Fantastic.
Seamus, what are you up to?
D4.
D4. And then
D4,
why?
we talked about that. D4 and NY. I'm up to him. Pretty good. Game's good. Talked about it earlier a lot. Other than that, the Metro Redux. Picked that up.
Is that good?
I think so. I never played much of the first game. Like, I don't know why I didn't record the first game when it came out, but I didn't. I only played like maybe a half an hour of it. But
I
it's
got
actually
stuck on that too. Like it wasn't even a matter of the game being bad or anything like that. Like I was telling him I played on the console, got after the the train part, like in the very early.
Yeah, one of
like,
the first ones? Okay.
Yeah, stopped there.
Is that when like everyone passes out for the first time? Yeah.
I paused it. Never went back to it on the console. Played it on PC. Got to the same part, paused it, and left. Never came back to it again. They're both of my saves are at the same spot.
Same exact spot.
Yep.
No, you can pick it up on either way you want.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you have options.
Whatever you want.
I'll get to the
but-
same fucking spot.
Now he's
again.
gonna do the
Redux.
Redux in the same spot.
Get to the same spot. It's actually really fun. Like, I'm kind of sad I didn't record it whenever it was first released, but it's actually really good. I think I'm on like the final chapter. I'm on like chapter 7.
Yeah.
I think you've played it.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Well, I guess never mind.
I just got back to the place where the prologue started.
Yeah.
So like
yeah,
I
you're
just
nearly
got back
at
to
the
that.
end. Yeah, you probably got like an hour left. Maybe
So I've been
more
trying to
than
do that. And then, so other than that, just finishing up other stuff that I started a while ago, like Last of Us, still trying to finish that up. Demon Souls is still going, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much it.
Very much it for you. I've been recording a crap ton of Skyrim just because we're going to be traveling to Sweden and stuff like that, and I wanted to make sure I was ahead. Plus, like, Skyrim always seems to hold me up whenever I have to sit down and record, so I sat down on...
You sat down.
I sat down. I have to sit down and record. I don't do standing recording anymore. My doctor said it was bad for my back. So
Bad back.
I did about 7 or 8 hours of it on Wednesday.
God damn.
And then I did
You
more.
did one sit down.
How the
for
hell?
7 or 8
No.
hours?
I did
Just, like,
I did a 2.5 hour session, and then I did another 2.5 hour session, and then I did a hour and a half
That's
long
like fucking.
session.
That's like
a lot.
the Rust
6.5.
stuff. That's the only thing I think I've recorded in recent memory that's been that long. Like 6 hours in one go was Rust.
It's
One
so exhausting.
session,
It
6
is.
hours. Because you are afraid of the wipe after, but like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a venture and a half there.
So I did a shit ton of Skyrim on Wednesday, and then I did even more on Thursday. So I have up for the next month of Dan Zakeen Daily, all uploaded actually. It's all rendered, uploaded, and ready to go. So I have it up until the end of October. So I'll be able to focus on anything else I want. So I came in this morning and I was like, I've been talking about doing a new Avatar video. So I did another, like a final Xbox 360 Avatar video. And I was working on that, I was hoping to get it done before I left today, but I might have to wait until maybe next weekend to put it up. But other than that, I want to do Shadow of Mordor when it comes out. Got to finish Riddick. I started that and did probably about a quarter of that game so far, or halfway through or so. And my birthday's tomorrow. Yay! Yes. We're all gonna go out and see the Liam Neeson movie tonight, The Walk Among the Tombstones, which I haven't heard great things about. So
Great.
Well, it'll be a good laugh if anything.
it will be a good laugh if anything.
Fuck.
And
If we're the only ones in the theater, at least we'll be able to be
Yeah, we'll
like,
be able
what
to
the
do
fuck? Like,
yeah, well, I already pre-ordered our tickets, and so like everything should be.
I hope we're the only ones there.
I do too, because then we could all just talk across
They
the
even like
tables.
boot us out for that? Like,
No, if we're the only ones, I mean, who are we disturbing?
Yeah,
the
we're in our
workers.
own group.
The projection, the workers who have to
projectionists.
come serve us on
Yeah.
the non-existent digital
Watch
projectionist.
this while you guys are watching. While
Yeah,
I'm serving you.
it's just like the server over there, just shh. Okay.
I guess that's them.
But yeah, it'll be pretty fun. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Fancy that.
Fancy that. James, what are you up to?
Oh man, I haven't even gotten out of my moving like groove yet for the most part. So we've done a good bit of recording. Got some newer GTA stuff. That was kind of fun.
I saw you're pretty far into that parts wise. You've been doing a lot of GTA Online.
Every time they come out with a new DLC, like for the most part, except
gotcha.
I missed the 4th of July one, which I didn't know they completely fucking removed from the game. Like they didn't even leave like a trace of it in there. Like it's fucking completely gone. I still have it installed on my console, but like, I guess you just can't access it at all. But yeah, every time they do that, like it still doesn't seem like it's beefy wise in terms of content, but.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you can entertain yourself, I guess it works still.
When it rolls around to PC, I think they're like pretty much doubling the
I
capacity
think
online.
the Just Cause 2 mod multiplayer thing that we did before, like when we played that shit ages ago, I think that has more fucking multiplayer content to do in that than the fucking GTA Online. Which
you
is
could
like,
string stuff together, and I think most of our stuff was us just connecting things to planes and flying around.
But I like the fucking like the TPs and like that they have designated kind of like
It's very open.
Big like a derby area and like specific kind of things like that. Like and GTA doesn't have it, like any of that.
Yeah.
What else? Trying to think. Well, I played a dating simulator the other day from here at the office. It was fucking stupid. My God. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Did you get lucky?
In a way.
Second base.
He told me kind of how it went. It's, it's like stupid.
In a way, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Was it guys interested in guys or guys interested in girls? Or
it was the fucking fantastic fivesome game where you try to so the character is gonna die in like a week unless you have a fivesome.
What?
Yeah, pretty
Survival horror. Nice.
pretty morbid there. Like Jesus. I played some more Phoenix Rage. That game finally came out. I guess I got a good bit into it. But man, the level that I got stuck on just fucking I blew a gasket. I was fucking done with it. Like I just could not. There's a point where I just fucking could not get past it, and it pissed me the fuck off like instantly. Like it was good it was getting like kind of like it was difficult, but it was kind of you could kind of work around it and pass that level in time. Kind of like Meat Boy, like you keep working at it, you'll get that pattern and you'll get it eventually. But much like Meat Boy, there's a part in Meat Boy when I played that ages ago with the fucking lights. Like it pissed me off because I just could not fucking do it. And then this game, another part, I could not fucking do it. And I was just like, fuck this. I just couldn't fucking do it. Oh my God. Did I do anything else? What else? Did we do anything else, Jordan?
The stuff with Kevin.
Oh yeah, we did play a little bit of Unturned.
What is that?
Unturned is like a kind of fucking Daisy meets Minecraft game. That was pretty fun. So there's that. Did a little bit more Gmod stuff mixed in there. Like I said earlier, I have my friend visiting from PA, and I recorded kind of something with him. So that'll go up. That was pretty insane, I guess. Yeah. So that's there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It was a good bit, but mostly all of this stuff is gonna be like during the trip, like during all these fucking trips.
That's why we're back logging stuff.
Yeah.
Especially me and James now that we've lost another week.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to go back to the New Testament. I haven't had any time to do that yet. A lot of people love how religious that game is. But
Have you watched Gotham yet?
no.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in it.
Yeah.
The one that I was looking at Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, ew. I watched.
It's getting good reviews.
I watched like half the pilot and I didn't like it.
It was getting good reviews. But I just got Hannibal season 2 on Blu-ray, so I've just been watching the extras on that.
You know, I ordered Hannibal season 1 about a week ago.
It's literally free on Amazon. The Amazon app. You can watch the entire season.
Yeah, but I wanted it on Blu-ray because that's the way I am.
That's the way Dan is.
But here we go. No. Not only did I paid for it then, but I then realized that I had already bought it at Tradesmart like a month and a half ago, and I was like, wait a second, I have 2 copies of this
It's
now.
been out for a while, season 1.
Yeah,
It's
so-
been out for a while.
I tried to start watching that, but I wasn't really catching my interest. But I'm trying to give it a chance at some point. But Gotham was all right. I forgot to mention it on my, what am I up to? But I'm doing like weekly reviews of that on YouTube channel called Geekvolution, working with them, and we're doing like episode rundowns with me and 2 much more intelligent people who go into the sociological subtext of everything.
They take notes.
I went in so underprepared. It was ridiculous. But at the same
Do they do
time,
more shows, or is it literally just Gotham?
he does he was joking about how he's going to be doing 5 different things with Flash. He already does Green Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. discussions where he has people on like a panel and they talk about the episodes and kind of break it down a little bit. So it's me, a guy named Steve Baxey, and Captain Logan from Geekvolution. We sit down and do Gotham. So next episode's tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
I'm waiting
Monday.
for Constantine.
Yeah, that looked all right.
Constantine was one that I'm hoping will be good, but
Spencer's telling me that Green Arrow is really good. Like first season's kind of like iffy, but he was saying the second season was really
There's too
good.
much stuff that's going to be I think in the next year or so. I think all this stuff is going to be coming back anyway. Though, Hannibal is going to be coming back.
Yeah.
Fucking Bates Motel is going to be coming back.
Bates,
so,
did you watch Bates Motel?
Yeah, I watched Bates
Oh,
Motel.
that's a good show.
I don't want to get into anything else. I'd love to go back now that Sons of Anarchy is coming to an end and watch that.
Yeah.
Because I
How many
watched
seasons is that?
7.
7.
About 7.
I have the
think.
first 4 on Blu-ray. I haven't watched any of them.
It's good. It's got fucking Ron Perlman in it.
I know.
You would like that.
No,
but,
I know. I haven't watched it. It's it's your case where you don't have time to watch it.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones was excellent. I'm caught up on that.
I try. I go on
American
a
Horror
binge.
Story. That's another one that I'm going to be watching.
I go on a binge and I'll watch 3 seasons of or 2 seasons of fucking Sons of Anarchy, and then I'm just it drops off.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're up to 7, and I'm like, fuck me.
I bet I could watch all of Green Arrow on the plane to Sweden.
You can also watch Lost if you want.
On the plane.
I have.
Nice.
That was a good one. That was a good one right there. I watched the first season of Lost originally, and then I was just like, I don't want to get disappointed with the show. It's pretty good so far.
What about Supernatural?
Oh man, I watched the first season of that.
Dean.
Dean.
Team Dean.
I'm on Team Dean.
Team Dean.
I'm on Team Dean.
You know, Gilmore Girls is coming to.
Team Dean.
Speaking of Dean, he played. Well, no, not Dean, but the guy, the brother of
I've
Dean,
seen
plays a
it
character
before.
named Dean in
Mark
Gilmore
watched that
Girls,
sometimes.
and that's coming to
show.
Netflix soon. The entire series.
Oh boy.
My niece is going to be named after one of the characters in
Lorelai,
Gilmore
right?
Girls.
That's what my sister named her cat was Lorelai.
Anytime I hear Gilmore Girls, I think of Golden Girls.
Much better
A
show.
new age Golden Girls.
No.
They should reboot it with the same cast. Oh wait,
Well, yeah, I'm
James,
pretty
you
sure
made that
only
joke
Betty White
before.
is the only
Oh, have
living
I?
one.
Someone's made that joke before.
I don't remember making that specific joke. Why you gotta ruin my fun?
Well, you know.
come on.
I don't
Simpsons-
talk for like 30
Simpsons did it,
minutes. I
Seamus.
say something, he shits on me.
Simpsons
and-
did it.
I didn't.
Have the Simpsons made fun of Golden Girls? They probably have.
Completely forgot about Kevin's induction. And I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in you.
I said that.
I'm disappointed.
That's at least 2 strikes, Jordan.
He's got like 5 at this point.
He's got.
I'm-
He already struck out.
I'm out of the park right now.
Yeah,
I got kicked out of the park.
you guys were at PAX,
Got
but
fired.
while you guys were at PAX, FXX was doing the Every Simpsons Ever marathon. That was the smartest thing anybody could ever do ever. It was the Simpsons channel for like a week and a half, and I loved every
Man, that's a lot
second
of
of
Simpsons
it.
episodes.
I loved every second of it.
Didn't they just do the Family Guy one? They just did the Family Guy
No,
one.
that's Sunday. That's tomorrow.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it, but it's on my birthday. I was so happy. But FXX is still, they're showing The Simpsons a lot now, which I'm so happy. Like anytime I can just turn on FXX and it's almost always The Simpsons. They should really just make a Simpsons channel. I would watch that. It's a good
They could just play
Network.
season
Simpsons network.
back to back.
They have 25 seasons to pick from,
Well,
so
like an
Well, what
app,
they could
an app.
do is they could play through each season on different channels in the Simpsons network. So if you go to channels S1, you'd get Simpsons season 1.
I would only
And just keep playing
if they
through
did
that
that though,
one.
I would
Then
only watch season
2,
6 because
and
that's the
then-
best season.
Then they know which season's most popular.
Isn't it Fox?
Yeah, Fox.
Isn't there like a fucking Fox app or anything like that? No?
I think it is available on demand on FXX or whatever. Like it is available on demand, I believe, because they in the commercials it always said something like
Yeah,
that.
you would think. You know.
Well,
Every supernatural ever. How about that? FXX, get on that. CW.
well,
Anyway, we done?
ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done.
We're done.
I think we're done. It's
We're
about
done.
time we be done.
Ooh, we be
With this
done.
Creature talk. With this creature talk. Creature talk that returned
Mm.
after a long time, long hiatus. Brought it back.
Yeah.
Now we have to
Now
leave
It's
again.
another long hiatus.
Now we have to leave again.
But we promised a lot of streams. I mean, we've always done our good old fashioned live stream where we gotta still kind of plan around that to see
Oh,
what we're
fuck
doing.
me.
We gotta plan that out
Yeah.
and see how it works out.
Yeah, it might. I mean, this year it may not be a 24-hour one, but it's still going to be big no matter what. So
Yeah.
but it's still all in the works. But we promise we'll have something.
We'll have details eventually.
Yeah,
Leading up to it. You guys will have a little bit of notice, but
exactly. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm glad you all
Can we
came.
give ourselves bloodbaths? Like just kind
Oh
of.
God.
baptize ourselves in blood. Can we perform a seance? Oh, a Ouija board. Let's get a Ouija board.
Oh, no.
Can we resurrect an
fuck
ancient
me.
deity that will surely bring destruction upon the earth? We should do that.
Liz always tells me that shit you don't fuck with, Ouija boards.
I wouldn't fuck with that shit. I want to be on the bad side of some haunting ass ghost. Fuck that.
Beelzebub, please show yourself.
Oh, good. The one ghost I revive happens to be Satan. Sweet. Thank God.
Well, anyway, before we end, Amazon bought Twitch and Minecraft got bought by Microsoft. The end. Good night,
A
everybody.
lot of buying going on. A lot of buying.